that's humongous. I love it.
That's definitely more than 12 inches.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
So are we gonna get started?
Okay,
I
right.
thought we were.
No.
Yeah.
Because we haven't said hi.
Hi.
But
Well,
Hi.
we're the Fiber Friends.
We haven't seen
Thanks
each
for
other in
joining
a
us.
while.
I
Hello.
know. See,
Thanks
this
for
is
joining us.
totally.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Louise.
I'm Caroline.
We'll put
Thanks
the
for
rest of
coming
our
back.
crap down here. I'll fill in the details down here for us so we don't have to ramble on about
Can you
that
tell
part.
this isn't rehearsed? This is totally off the cuff.
I think they can tell. Yeah. So,
Hi, it's been a while. We
It has
missed
been
each
a
other
while.
and we missed you.
that's why we've been trying to catch up here.
I
Yeah.
know.
So,
We've been chatting for how long?
Like 20 or 30 minutes.
I know. Adrian, we're sitting downstairs talking. Adrian's like practically dragging us upsters.
I'm like, we must
need
go
to talk.
podcast.
Talk upstairs.
stop telling all your stories down here.
Welcome
Slave
back.
driver. Hey, thanks.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much.
You've been
I know.
cottaging all
Yeah,
summer?
I've been
Where's
off
your
the
tan?
grid. I'm a knitter. Where's your tan?
And
First of all, I am what you see is what you get. I don't tan very well, no, and I don't go outside a lot.
you're at a cottage
Yeah.
on a lake. But you know, I wouldn't either.
This
No,
is
me either.
Canadian Shield, right? And yeah, I mean, my kids and John love water sports, and they spend a lot of time outside on the water. I do not. I do not love the boat. I do not love water sports. So we have a beautiful breeze room that's
Nice.
fully
Nice.
screened in, fully shaded, and when I want to hang out, that's where I sit. So I'm a delicate pale flower.
Oh, she's a little flower.
I burn. I'm like a ripe peach when I just
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
I
like
never
that.
tan. I go from white to red to pink to white again.
Yeah.
And then if I'm really unfortunate, I go red again.
Yeah. It's not a good look for me.
I got a really bad burn this summer when I was at the cottage for a
I
week.
know. We podcast.
Yeah.
I peeled twice.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It
I
was
don't
not
think-
pleasant.
That's not
I
good.
don't
I'm
know.
done. It's okay.
Tell
I
me
have,
more.
can you see my tan mark? That's the
Oh,
extent of my
yeah.
tan. Because I wear my bracelet every day. So
You
you
actually
can
did
see.
get a fair bit of
I did get a
tan.
little bit.
Go you.
Very nice.
Just from driving. This is what's in my car. Because I don't.
From
Because I
driving.
don't sit outside.
Apparently not. Let's go outside.
Okay.
It's funny.
It's a dangerous thing when we do.
We knit.
I know.
Aye, aye,
So,
aye.
hey, knitting.
Hey, stories. I have a story.
I know this one.
Yeah, I told
Do
her
you?
in the car.
Yeah,
I have
this
to
is a
share
good
the
one.
story.
Okay.
You know, I don't have mailman stories anymore, so now I have to come up with new stories.
That's a good
so,
one.
All right. Wet
last night, there was a heavy knock at my door, so I go running to the door and I look through the peephole and I see a bunch of uniforms. So I, of course, open the door thinking there's an emergency or something, and there were 4 hot firemen. How come you
You
get all
have
that?
one at your place.
Like I actually stuttered, like when I, whoo, wow, hi. And of course I am dressed to kill. I have yoga pants, a camisole, no bra, and my hair up. I'm like, I look fabulous. So of course they're talking to me about smoke detectors, and I'm like, you're pretty. But the best part is that my dog was at my feet, and then he started getting a little weird. So I bent over and I picked him up.
I know.
And then I brought him up, and I thought about it, and I was like, I just gave them like a full-on show. I'm like, oh. So then I went red. And then, thank goodness, they left shortly after that. And I was just like, I don't even know what to do with that.
They'd gotten what they came for.
Got more than they bargained
Got more than they bargained for. Yes, indeed, they did. Oh my god.
So now they're going to spread the word. There'll be,
Yeah,
there'll
the
be
lady
people
in that
checking your
one.
fire smoke detectors.
Yeah, only me, eh?
Surprised they didn't toot their horn as they left.
Oh, thank goodness they didn't. I have such a bad habit
rang
of
their
doing
bell.
that.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
if you'd start wearing a little more clothing at home, you might not have this problem.
No, I don't want. It's hot in my house. And I've been dyeing yarn like crazy, so it's really humid in my house right now.
Yeah.
So really, they were lucky.
They
I
might
was
have been, you know what? They might have been checking that you weren't a grow up or something like that.
I'm still waiting for the day that the police come knock on my door thinking I'm like a meth lab.
all
Because I
that-
walk around with my respirator on all the time.
I know. And you
Well,
got
that's
that
right.
window right out of your kitchen that
Yeah.
looks right into your neighbor's place.
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
actually, that is kind
I'm
of true.
really, really surprised that I haven't, because, and I tend to dye at night, so of course it's dark. There's lights on in the kitchen. You can see me perfectly. Big, and it's a big pink respirator too. Like it's just like not subtle at all.
She is cooking up something
Yeah.
good in the
I'm
kitchen.
so surprised I haven't had the cop
That's
show up.
really quite funny, actually. I hadn't even thought about that, but
Yeah.
you're right.
That's
Yeah.
well, and then to continue on in that theme, I've been knitting my secret project that we're going to show you later. And remember I said how I weighed out the ball and I said I only have to do 7 grams a day.
Yes.
And then somebody mentioned though that sounds like
I only have to do.
Yeah.
How many grams a day?
7.
Seven's my limit. That's not a lot.
I have no idea.
You can totally hold your 7 grams.
Well,
All
anyway,
right.
okay.
I don't know.
Back on
I'm
track
really
here.
tired.
So,
Yeah?
Yeah. No, what? I don't know.
I don't know.
finished objects.
Finished. None.
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 I got some. I got
Oh my
lots.
God.
How can you dye yarn and have something finished too?
Because there's a lot of waiting in the
Yeah,
dyeing
yeah,
process,
yeah.
right?
Mm.
You know, things have to set, and especially when I'm doing multiple layers. I got to
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
so,
show us your finished objects.
I would
then.
like to have one of those.
Do you
one
have more
day.
than one?
Yep.
Oh.
I got a lot.
One day I will too.
Do you know, I
Let's-
didn't even bring one of the projects that I've been working on.
Which one?
That's how my sock, my rambling friend sock.
Oh,
Oh
Ooh.
my goodness.
that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's really pretty.
This is
Gotta feel
an
it.
actual finished pair. Look at me go.
She's showing off.
She's totally
Totally am.
showing off.
Totally.
I don't think you had to put both of them on sock blockers.
We'll have to step up our game.
Oh
Or we
my
should have
God.
a war. I
Louise,
don't.
that was terrible.
That was a good one, wasn't it? We're gonna step up our game next podcast.
Oh,
Get
goodness. I tried to ignore it. It's really hard though. So this is Menos del Uruguay Alegria in the Botanico colorway.
I'm checking out your heel.
Sweet.
Fish lip kiss. No gusset.
Okay. No.
This is pre-gusset.
Pre-gusset.
So I had to make it match.
Right. This is
Pre-gusset,
before your love of
Post gusset.
gusset.
Yes.
Mina
liking.
Phillips.
Yeah, vanilla sock recipe. Yep.
Special
You've done your
gusset.
show notes recently, haven't you?
Well, a month ago.
I know,
These
but you
feel
remember
solid.
My
them.
memory's not that bad.
I like it.
I'm just. It was meant to be a
Whatever.
compliment, and it didn't come out that way.
Sorry, I'm a little.
You're
a little,
smart. You're
I'm
a
a little
fast
short
knitter.
tonight.
It's okay. We're good. It's
Okay, we're good.
So yeah, I have a finished pair, which is nice.
These are
Awesome.
really, really,
You
really.
can wear
good.
these Saturday.
I'm gonna wear my Fiber Friend socks Saturday because mine are done.
Mine are not.
You're not even close.
That.
Ah,
That
You or me?
That.
Yeah.
No, she's not
Me.
very close.
I'm
You're plenty
nowhere.
close.
you have one done. Don't
No,
you?
she doesn't.
No.
She hasn't even put in a heel yet.
Yes, you
I
have.
don't know. It's sitting
Yes,
in the bag. It
you
hasn't
put in
moved.
your heel.
We could
That
look.
orange heel. I saw the heel. Which bag? Oh, this cute little guy.
Yeah.
You definitely put in the heel. I'm sure of it.
Let's hope I
Come
put
on,
the
show
heel in.
us.
That
Let's
would
find
make
out.
me happy.
Show Adrian's wrong.
Do I have it? Oh
Um,
my god, I do have a heel.
Hey!
It's almost done! I love it when I surprise myself.
You're losing stitches. Careful.
She doesn't
Last
care.
one. I know, but I care.
I know.
Gee, you know that.
Jeez, Louise.
How fast can I knit another sock?
Yeah.
Because we really should have been on the ball to wear these socks on
You
Saturday.
think, but we're not.
We're not, and there's no way.
No.
I'll be finished, but I don't know the rest.
I could wear one odd sock.
I have one done. I could wear one. I have one done. And you
You
can wear
want-
one.
And we could.
You wear one and a different sock, and I'll wear one and a different sock.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay,
all
we'll do it.
right, all
Okay, so I'll
right.
finish
That's
this.
good.
God, in my spare time, 3:00 in the morning, I'll be knitting.
What
those.
shoes are you going to wear with them?
My Birkenstocks. I got. I sent it.
Okay.
So you can see them.
I don't have any shoes that show off my socks.
Well, you can wear your bare feet. Just go in yourself.
I'm not doing that. I
Not
spent
with your
too long
smile,
knitting
yeah,
that
not with
sock. Forget it.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out.
Okay.
All right,
Oh,
so that was
very
my
nice.
first project.
Very, very nice. I love it.
I'm so happy.
I told you.
can
I
knit.
knew you were like down at the toe. I knew it.
Do you think I'm,
Okay.
Right.
Oh,
That
no.
concerns
Oh,
me a
no.
little. No, not really. But look, I don't know if you guys can see
It's
this.
a drop stitch.
A drop stitch about, 4 rows back. It's right here.
And it's teeny tiny. Oh,
This
dear.
little itty bitty guy. Well, good job I saw him. So he's right here. So I'll just have to pick him up, do something. But then I've continued on, so I really only can pick him up 2 rows.
Oh.
That's all right. We'll just tack him on the back, on the inside. No
She's got a solution for everything.
No
And I have a hoe.
problem.
I love that she hates that word.
I don't hate it. Let's see your hoe. Hoe.
So this is
Ooh,
my...
wow, that's
Oh.
nice. I really have to check out
That's
this
your
pattern.
variegated
Using up
thingamabotter.
the scrappy dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Copy
is
it.
the How I Roll by...
Catherine?
Yeah.
Something?
Mary Catherine, Mara Catherine Briner. The same lady who did the Rose City Rollers. So this is How I Roll.
B-R-Y-N-E-R.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is my faded sock. So there's 4 different colors in there, which is
It
fun.
is beautiful.
That's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, it turned
That-
out really nicely.
Those colors just, they just slip into each other. And it's just, it's so, so pretty.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that one.
I have to try that. Now, is this
That's nice.
pre-gusset or post-gusset?
That's gusset number 2, so it's actually a shorter
Ooh.
gusset, which I prefer. So
Look
it's
at
a
you. You can
smaller
have,
gusset than the first gusset.
but
This is
it's new gusset, not old gusset.
well, I only have 1 gusset.
Fish lips.
Yes, it's a fish lips with a mini gusset,
Right.
but the first gusset I did had
Oh, because a
8
fish lips
rows?
doesn't have a gusset.
right. So
Correct.
the first one I did on the socks from last podcast with the Chantel and the Dreamcatcher
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
had a
That's
8-row heel flap,
Yep.
and this one only has a 6-row heel flap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just
Oh.
a little shorty, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's really cool.
thanks.
And you can actually see it peeking out at you like a little face there. See it?
So this one used hazelnuts on either end, so Atmosphere and Tastes Like Purple, and in the middle is Chantel by Red Sock Blue Sock, and over here is It Just Happened by Yarn Enabler.
You've used that Chantel in a lot. Of
I know,
projects.
I just keep getting excited about using it, and I'm not out of it yet,
Awesome.
and I still have another skein, so we're just going to keep knitting.
Okay. Skein versus skein.
Whatever happens to come out of my mouth.
I think I usually say skein.
I say skein, but I've noticed that a lot of Americans say skein.
That might be.
So either one is correct?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't pay attention to what I say. I don't even know what I say. half the
I always,
time.
yeah, I say skein.
I say skein as well.
I probably say both.
Skein,
I
skein.
flip and flop.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato.
Potato,
Oh,
potato.
of course. So a lot of cross stitchers also use skeins of floss.
Yes.
And I've noticed the American podcasters that I watch use skeins of floss. And I noticed it and I thought, oh, I wonder if I've been saying it wrong all these years. But my husband, we were having a conversation about supporting local businesses, and he was talking about, pros and cons about buying something from a local shop versus, buying it off Amazon. And so he used the word patronize. And I said, that's not right. It's patronize. Because you are going to patronize her. You're not going to patronize her because that's not very nice. And he said, no, they're interchangeable. And I said, I don't think so.
That pronunciation.
So I'm right? I'm right.
You're right.
I'm right.
Because when you patronize,
Yeah.
you're like
belittling.
talking down to
that's
somebody.
right.
And when you
Right.
patronize, it's about being
You're
a
supporting
patron.
somebody.
Yeah.
So they're totally different meanings.
Sorry, John.
You're wrong. Fortunately, he's never going to watch this. But I know that I'm right.
You know that you're right.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Absolutely that.
It would be a little bit nice if he knew that I was right, too.
He still wouldn't believe you, though.
No, he wouldn't. He'd just say we were all wrong.
Pretty much.
Which is actually, that leads me to another conversation.
Oh.
Not with John, but another argument that I settled between a different husband and wife. Stitcher down in the States.
Say a different husband. I'm like, okay, there's
my other husband. My other husband. No, a friend down in the States, a stitcher, Kristen, messaged me and she said, okay, I need you to settle an argument for me. I said, okay. And she said, would you call yourself an American? And I said, or no, would you consider that you live in America? Okay?
I know where
That's right. That's what she said. I've got the gist of it wrong, but I think in the end I got to the right place.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself to live in America? And I said, no, we live in Canada. We don't say that we live in America. We live in North America, but we don't say just America. You live in America, or the United States, or the USA, but we are not in America.
Right.
Right.
Her husband said that we would say that we live in America.
No.
And I'm like, no, he's wrong.
Never.
No.
He's
No
wrong.
offense, but
He's wrong.
Yeah.
And she was,
we love our Canada as much as
she-
you love your US.
Yeah.
Your US.
she
so.
was filled with glee. It was so
But she was right.
fun. It was so fun. She said, I knew it. I was right and he
Yep.
was wrong.
She's right.
It was really funny.
I've never even thought, because we do live in North America, but I never ever.
Oh no, we don't
No.
live in America.
America's the
America
United
is
States.
the States.
Yeah.
That's what America is.
Although I can see where he's coming from, because Europeans refer to themselves as Europeans, regardless of what country they live in Europe. Asians
That
refer to
is
themselves,
true.
right?
Yeah, that is true.
That's true. But not in this case.
No.
But not in this
Not in
case.
this case.
No.
And isn't that interesting? That's actually kind of
I've never
interesting.
thought about that
Yeah,
before.
That's fascinating. Well, very
Look
cool.
at that.
I have more
Food
finished
for thought.
objects.
Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to keep working out. Maybe I'll have a finished one.
I went on a bit of a binge. I don't know why. I decided I should make some dishcloths, so I made.
Oh, cute.
And then I made two. And
doing
then I
these.
made three.
Like a while ago, like when we first
Yes.
started podcasting.
And then I remembered that I meant to make a bunch for Christmas, and I haven't touched them in months. So I was like, oh. And I was getting new furniture, so I was moving stuff around in my living room, and I was like, big box of dishy. I should do something with it.
Christmas is fast approaching.
Yeah.
It is.
Knitters, get your needles out.
Seriously, eh? So,
Good for you.
so now I have a set to send to give to somebody. Or keep for myself, whichever comes first.
I
saw
like
that.
them.
I knew you would. It's a good thing I got more of this.
Well, if they were orange, she wouldn't want them.
No, but I already have a set of orange at home. Didn't you try to steal my last ones?
Probably.
But I'm
I'm
pretty
due
sure
for some new ones.
you probably have your own
I do.
yarn.
Yeah. You have
Just
your
a
own
smidge.
yarn.
I do.
Speaking of more yarn that you have, I saw that picture that you posted of your haul from Listowel.
Well, you know what? Oh,
Yeah, where is it?
that
Is it stuffed in the basement in your third yarn room? It is, isn't it? I love it.
well, what I showed in the
This
picture
is why I love
was
you
not
so much.
that was not my personal
Oh.
purchase. That was our knitting group, our
Oh.
Thursday.
Did you
knitting
find
group.
any gray for me?
No.
Oh. Bummer.
So, but
That was for your knitting group.
that was for my knitting group.
And none of it was for you. Is that correct? Is
I
that what you're
bought-
trying to tell me?
Well,
Because that was a lot of yarn. It filled your trunk.
It
like
did,
it
and that was
literally filled your trunk.
it did, and that was only half of
And
it.
it's not a small trunk.
Marianne had
It's a
the other-
hatchback.
Yeah, Marianne had the other half in her car. Well, this
Wow.
was you're leading me down a path I didn't want to go down. So, do we have any more finished objects, or are we doing acquisitions?
We're skipping whips entirely.
Oh, I
apparently.
don't know. Okay, then okay, forget. Just continue.
We're done with finished objects. I
Yeah,
think.
I've got nothing.
I have nothing.
All right.
I've been sewing and stitching. I mean, I have been knitting, a ton of knitting. I just have nothing finished because all my projects are so big.
Big.
I worked on, you know what? I worked on tomorrow.
I saw
A lot. And you know what? I still have a long way to go.
Did she want it bigger again?
No, but I thought I was almost done.
Oh, isn't that such a letdown when you think you're getting close and then you look at it and you go, oh no.
Because I had it on my lap and I thought, wow, this is really big. And I thought, I'm gonna finish the repeat that I'm on and I'm gonna call that good. This is really long. My mom is not, I'm really tall. My mom is medium height. It would be good for her, but she wants it for her bed. Okay. So I thought, well, I'm close, so I'll finish the pattern repeat. I'll do that, and then I'll block aggressively. Okay. So I stood
Which
up.
just makes it skinnier. You'll get length, but you'll shrink it this way.
Yeah, and she's got a king size bed.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
No, I mean it already doesn't it's not going to cover the whole bed.
Well, the picture you showed was on a bed.
That's
right?
a queen size bed that it was on. There's a picture on my Instagram feed. The Off the Grid Needle Arts one.
Sorry.
Never a good sound in knitting.
I just thought.
Hold the presses. Are you okay?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I just thought I can't tell you. It's secret knitting. I can't tell you. But this is very. I can't say it. I thought I had my patterns mixed up, but I'm good.
Oh,
but I'm good.
Gotcha. That wouldn't be
You know when you knit something like for 7 grams a day. You kind of do it in your sleep.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyways, I'm fine. It's all
Okay.
good. Yes.
Right. So I stood up, okay,
Uh-huh.
to see what it looked like because I know I'm tall and I can hold it up. And I thought, oh, damn it.
It doesn't.
It's not nearly long enough. It's just not long enough. So I need to do another, because I put it on the bed and I measured, my mom, I have the progress keeper in from when I first showed my mom on her bed. She wanted another 26 inches. I thought I could block part of that. It's not going to work. I need another 16 inches. I've only done 10 inches. And that was like a year ago that I tried it on her bed.
I can show you what 16 inches looks like.
That's what she said.
I just why do you guys always do that?
No. I didn't go there this time. She did. I know.
Well, I don't know how
Rude.
much. I don't know how much Adrian's gonna edit out at the beginning, but I was measuring my
Oxy
sweater. And it's now 16 inches.
That's a big box.
We're so inappropriate.
I
That's
know.
fabulous.
And not only that, it's the same joke every time. It's the same joke every time.
Is anybody else laughing out there with
I
us?
don't think so. We're going to get the thumbs down. They tell the same joke
Get
every
a-
time. And
Get a new joke.
Get a new joke.
And they laugh at their own jokes.
They laugh at themselves every time.
Oh,
I know.
man.
Okay. So I was finished. Yes, the Amaro's not done.
Do you have
16
enough
inches.
yarn?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I bought I'm making another Afghan, like a sort of not gingham, but faux kind of gingham with Cascade Eco. And one of the colors I'm using in that is the same Cascade Eco that I'm using in my mom's blanket. And it just so happened to be the same dye lot.
Oh,
So
wow.
if I run out, I'm gonna borrow from the other Afghan because I can always slot in a different color because that Cascade Eco is so it's all complementary to each other.
Yeah.
I love that yarn. I have to really, really use a lot of hand cream when I knit with it because my cuticles are so dry and it's quite a it's a little bit rustic, right? So it can feel a little snaggy on my hands, but I actually really like the stitch definition. I love it. And I think that the photo that I got on my feed, I did a close-up of the stitch pattern on the blanket and you can really see it really well. Like that's true to life what it actually looks like and it's beautiful.
Nice.
I love it. She's gonna love it and hopefully not be too put out that it's been 3 years.
Oh, that's a lot of
Happy
knitting.
birthday, Mom. 3
You're a
years
wonderful
later.
daughter.
I know. She might get
It's
it for
beautiful.
Christmas.
It's
She did say to
gorgeous.
me,
It's
at one
gorgeous.
point, she said, "You're not giving me that blanket again for my birthday, are you?"
And you're like, no.
Well, you figure if you
I'll find
about
another
something
holiday.
else. About something else.
if you knit something like a scarf that maybe is 2 balls of yarn, that's a gift. So every 2 balls of yarn you knit into that
Is
is
a
a
gift.
birthday, is a Christmas, is a Mother's Day.
Well, I tell you,
So-
that thing is so much cockadoodie work. I did not know what I was getting myself into. It is like each row takes a half hour. 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes for the easier
less
rows,
rows?
like
Yeah.
the off rows. And they're still not, it's not just purl all the way across. It's patterning on the back too. But then you hit the cable row, and it's a double cable. And fortunately, there's only 2 in a 27 row repeat.
But still.
OMG.
Nothing
Lord.
but the best for your mom.
Yeah,
You're a
nothing but the best.
sweetheart.
Love you, Mom.
You're awesome.
So I guess we're into whips now.
Oh, they knew that. Didn't they?
They're
I like to
smart.
do that so that when I'm editing, I can be like, oh yeah, I gotta put in the.
Oh, sorry.
That's for me.
Whips. There you go.
I'm gonna do
Is
it
that
like
good?
18 times.
Right there?
Yeah.
Or
There.
down there.
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 There. There.
Okay, we do this every time.
I know, 'cause
we
it's
gotta
funny.
get some new material.
I know. We're like comedians recycling their show from city to city, right? Except we're not nearly as funny as actual comedians.
Yeah. And we're not moving anywhere.
And we're not moving anywhere.
We have
Fair
the
enough.
exact same
We
audience
just-
every time.
I know.
We're
Okay.
not very good at this.
Hey,
Okay.
our audience grew a little bit since last time.
I know.
It did.
Our numbers went up. So
Yay.
hello.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah,
New,
welcome new
old, young.
viewers, old viewers.
Everybody.
Hey, okay, this would be a good time
You
to
are all
say
looking fine
hello.
today.
too.
Who are we saying hello to?
There was 4 new people when I looked on the Ravelry group.
There's more than 4.
Well, 4 was
So you're only
4
going to
was
say hello
just-
to those 4
Hello-
and
well-
not the other ones?
okay. Forget it.
That's a little
Hello, everybody.
exclusionary.
Hello
I
to
think.
all the new Ravelry group members. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's true.
Just be
I know.
And
inclusive.
please,
Everybody.
because I think
Well-
what happens though is that not everybody speaks up in the welcome.
That's right.
The
And
welcome.
that's where
group.
I
It's
was saying was
chatter.
that there was 4 new people
Yeah.
in there.
So
that.
if you join us,
Please say hi.
say hi. We usually write back.
Yeah.
One of us gets our act together and checks Ravelry pretty
Likely
regularly.
one of those two, not so much me.
Yeah. John
That's
just
right.
rolls his eyes out. Oh, social media. I know. Drives
But
me
it's
bananas.
fun. All the people
is
that we're
fun.
meeting.
It is really
I
fun.
know.
All right, who's got a whip?
Well,
I talked about tomorrow.
You talked about that. I've got my MBK knit along.
And became it along.
that
Lisa
I'm
Much.
Yep.
She's the queen.
Yep.
Love
So
her.
this is my capture that I'm still.
You know what that looks like?
Working
The way you've got it like that. Looks like, an old-fashioned thing, like a
like a-
collar that
a
you'd wear
collar.
around your neck.
Yeah.
In, like, King George's time.
Well, it is
Like
a
the
cowl.
court jester. You can be
Yeah.
the court jester.
That's great.
Just the way you've got it like that,
Like
not
a
nicely
lace
stretched
frill,
out.
right?
So, yeah.
Like a little frilly, yeah.
It is cool. It is kind of cute. Maybe we could bring that
So,
look
do
back.
you want
No.
to hold it up so that they can see it?
We always forget to do that.
Yeah.
I know.
See.
You'd think this was
Lovely
for
lace.
not a
My job.
knitting podcast.
Lovely lace.
Ooh, that is nice.
That is cool.
nice.
I love the
Lovely.
bias on
That
it.
is
Yeah.
beautiful.
So I just have to do a little bit more, and then the bias goes
She's-
the other
And
way.
Oh,
I do you
cool.
see that? I'm going like this to look at your cowl. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's right
It's
there.
right.
I can look at it right here.
You're
Look,
so
I
silly.
can
look
even
at-
touch it. You
Up
can't,
close.
but I can.
So I'm knitting it.
Look at
I'm knitting it with Patton's DK Superwash
in a
Awesome.
mustard.
in mustard. I think it's actually called gold, but
It's a gold mustard, okay.
it's gold mustard. It's all good. So yeah, it's really fun to knit. I just
What size
haven't.
needles are you using?
Big ones.
I'm gonna ask some hard questions. She's no idea.
I have no idea. I can't remember.
I'm gonna
four
bet.
and a half?
I think those are 5. That's
Maybe
I think those are
4
5.
and a half or 5.
They feel a little bigger than a 4
It's hanging
5.
up.
Oh, I can't.
You guys stand up. It's right there.
I like your little yarn ball.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Yeah, that's cute.
So, but yeah, it's fun. I just haven't had a whole lot of time to knit on it. Otherwise, it would have been done, and I would have had a finished object. But I've been working on other, like humongous projects.
7 grams a day.
7 grams a
Okay,
day.
so is it 4.5 or 5?
4.5.
What do you think? I think it's 5. Let's try.
I can't remember what I used.
5. 5, 5, 5.
5?
Go
Okay.
5. Go 5.
Surprise.
Go 5.
Dun, dun, dun. Not 4. Oh, ding, ding, ding. 5.
I
You
won.
are good.
I know.
You are
Because
good.
they're like broomsticks. 4.5 feels like at the max of what I want to use. And 5
And
is
this
like, oh,
is
that's
just
too big. Because the 5 is the size I'm using for my mom's. And I find that I really have to knit a couple of rows before my hands feel.
Normal.
Before-
weight.
yeah.
But get the feel
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, they're big. It's nice. I like
US
it.
8s.
It is, yeah. Oh, yeah, you go by
Oh, right.
US size.
US
I know.
8s.
You need
That is
to-
our
We need your Canadian.
5 millimeter.
I know.
So you need to.
5 millimeter.
I was dying laughing. Where was I? You guys, when we were all texting, I was at a friend's house knitting, and I am just about wetting my pants laughing at you two. Because you're like, what needle and what needle? And this is, well, I don't know. What size is this? And you're like, I don't know. I only use US sizes. And then you're like, hello, you're Canadian.
I think I might have used some inappropriate language as
You-
well. Yeah.
No.
I doubt it.
Sometimes I'm
Yes.
a salty little sailor.
I think I had to bleep as I was reading out loud because I'm like sitting on Dorland's couch, just like dying. I actually had tears running down my face. It was
We're not really
well,
that
you
funny.
know, we like to make you laugh. Now,
well, you
my
did.
my Lisa Much deliciousness is not so delicious.
Why?
Isn't it beautiful?
It's gorgeous. The
I
color's
know.
beautiful.
It is
The
gorgeous.
colors.
What's
Don't
wrong?
get used to it because it's all being ripped out.
Oh.
Why?
Because once again, I thought that I knew better than Lisa Much, and I don't. And no, I did not do a gauge swatch, so shut your face.
Yes, you did. You just did a gauge swatch.
You can count that as your gauge swatch. Sure, you can.
This is like 45 rows of gauge swatch.
The bigger, the better.
Yes.
Because you can
That's what she
measure.
said.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
I'm
more
not gonna laugh
I
at it
know.
anymore.
The more.
I would just
Yes.
giggle in the corner by myself. It's fine.
That's because you're a 12-year-old boy.
I don't even know how to respond to that one.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
but
carry on.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's your. Oh, so now you have completed your gauge swatch. Congratulations. See,
Thank you.
you hadn't really started it.
But the problem is that I'm still not sure. So I might actually have to knit another one this size and determine that that's another gauge swatch.
Okay, so what's the problem? You
The
don't
problem
like the
is
drape of the
I
fabric.
love the drape of the fabric.
Okay.
I absolutely love the stitch definition. I love the fabric. I love everything about it. However, if I continue on this path,
yeah.
it's going to be the size of a Kleenex.
Of a Kleenex, you said that. That was the first thing that got me. And Dorothy was like, what is she talking about? The Kleenex.
It's true.
Okay.
Because this right here,
Yeah.
this right here is half done. The half done the part until you start doing the stripes that go out the side. Okay? So it's not going to be big enough. I don't want it to be teeny. So then I thought, oh, well, I'll just keep knitting. I'll make it bigger. Right? And then I thought, I don't think I can do that math. And that's why I buy patterns. So someone else figures out the math for me. And then I just make it work. So, and then I thought, what if I keep knitting and then I don't have enough yarn? Because I made it bigger and I did the math wrong and I didn't. So I thought, okay, Lisa knows what she's doing. You are going to have to trust the process. You are going to have to use bigger needles than you want to use. Because I really don't want to.
So, what size needles are you using right now?
Yes, Caroline. What size are these?
These are 3s or 3.25.
I'll tell you.
I think it's 3.25. 3.25?
No, 3.25. That doesn't go.
3.5?
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Barely.
So many jokes.
And I didn't even say anything with him. I was so good.
I know. I was waiting for it.
Look at her. She lost it. I was good for once. Look, I was good for once.
Well, Louise is sitting there with the needle.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It was stuck in the So I'm thinking it's maybe a 3.5.
She's still trying to talk knitting. That's the best part.
No.
She's like trying and dying at the same
3.5
time.
is too big. Look.
I can't. I can't look.
I can check my needle size
With
all
no
the
problem.
time, and I never laugh.
No, checking needle size should not be a joke. This is flippin' ridiculous.
That's great fun. Okay.
Every
Okay.
time, the same joke. Grow up. Grow a pair.
Put that away now.
Okay, so my lovely Lisa Much Noctilio.
All right.
This is the Noctilio shawl. It needs to be ripped out. Anyway, so I am going to redo this.
So are you going to go up to the recommended
I love the pattern.
5 mm?
I'm going to go 4.5.
That's what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
because
So-
I am I'm a loose knitter. Here you go.
Me too.
I know. I'm totally loose. I'm a loose knitter, so
Okay.
We're horrible.
we are losing subscribers as we speak.
As I speak. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Let's go.
So you're gonna pull it out. You're gonna go
4.5.
4.5.
Mhm.
All right, and
I'm going to hate it.
No, you're not.
No, really, I'm going to hate it
Then why are you gonna do it?
because I'm going to, I think, love the finished object. It is going to bother me to no end while I'm knitting it because it will look loose and yucky. And then as soon as I block it, it will look like Lisa told me it would look.
Right.
Yeah.
It'll have
Right?
lovely drape.
Yep.
You're gonna get more yardage
So
with your yarn.
I'm learning. It's taken me 2 shawls now to figure it out because I did the same thing for serge. And I started with a slightly bigger needle, but I still didn't go quite big enough. So the shawl was smaller than it should have been. And I did that, remember the tight edge.
Yeah.
And we've had lots
Yeah.
of chatter on Ravelry about that tight edge and ways to fix it. So is it in the chit chat or the Lisa Much? It's in the Lisa Much
Much, yeah.
chatter feed.
Yeah.
So if you're having some problems with a tight edge, there's some really good tricks in there. And one of them is like doing an extra yarn over and then dropping it on the way back. That is not part of Lisa's pattern, but it does give a little extra give. Now, I think that for me, I have the bad habit of really, really, really giving a good snug to the end and the beginning of each row. Just because I hate that extra little floppy doodad, which would block out nicely if I would just give it time, but I don't give it time. And so that's on me. It's a gorgeous pattern. So this is the Noctilio pattern. It's one of her older ones, but it's beautiful and it's really, really fun to knit. So I am going to rip it out. I'm going to redo it. My yarn is a superwash 80/20 that my sister-in-law died. Kathy died. Doesn't have a name. It's just yarn.
It's like ocean tide.
Ocean turquoise.
Blue lagoon.
And then my accent color that I'm going to stripe in on the sides is my lovely fleece artist. And I notice you still have my ball band over here.
I saved that for you.
For like a month ago. You're awesome. So this is Fleece Artist National Parks. I think if I showed you the yarn,
That's
that would be
gorgeous.
helpful, right? It is, isn't it? It's beautiful. This is the Nunavut.
Color, yeah.
Surmuluk, Nunavut.
Nice.
Beautiful. And I think it's the right project for it. I just need to get my act together. Because, you know, together, pretty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Really pretty.
Absolutely.
Anyways, okay. Enough about me and my sizing problems.
I'm glad we got that sorted out.
Thank you, ladies. Can always trust you.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay.
So you're set. So your MBK knit along.
My NBK
Will
knit
be on
along
track.
will be on track, but I haven't started. What about your NBK knit along?
Yeah.
The one that's sitting at home and I haven't touched yet? It's
Oh. Have
fabulous.
Have you
Yeah,
cast off?
she's doing tremble.
I have tremble on the needles, and then I started...
Chromite. No, this is this one.
No, chromite
Sorry,
is
also
that.
I'm interrupting you now, and you can talk.
I started conduit.
Conduit.
right.
That's
And
right.
that was the one where my edge was loose on one side and tighter on the other, and I wanted to rip it out and start again. I have not had time.
Okay. All right.
Because I've been doing dishcloths.
Who else is doing conduit? Is that
There is someone else doing that.
Is it Donna? Dawn? Is it Dawn?
No.
I was thinking we saw it at Knit Stitch. The picture I put on Instagram.
Noelle?
There was
No.
Alyssa,
Sandra?
Sandy, and Laura.
Yes.
One of them
One
was
in the
Doing
middle.
another conduit?
Laura.
Laura was, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Laura. How's your conduit?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's
So,
yeah.
Yes, I need to get back to that shawl. But I kind of shawled myself out during the summer doing...
Is that a
The-
thing?
Yes, totally.
Mm.
Doing the miso in the Find Your Fade. So
Yeah.
I haven't touched any shawls in a couple weeks, which is why I have so many socks right now.
Yeah.
I have been socktastic, and I've been loving my socks.
Sockaroony. Socka ding dong.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good.
Whips. More whips. Who has more whips?
Me.
Me too. Can I show a whip?
Yes, you
Sure
may.
you can.
You showed so many bloody finished objects.
I
though.
have one in my lap. I knew that I had more around here. I've got lots of bags.
So September 1st was a special day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
You started. Yes,
September
you did
1st.
start.
Well, I'm
So-
glad that one of us started the sweater, Cal, that our podcast is hosting.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Well, considering I can't get my together for the MBK Cal, and you guys are holding up your end there,
Okay.
I'll hold up my end on the sweater Cal.
That works.
That's
Good
excellent.
job. There's 3 of us.
I know.
I know. Hey, I might be changing my mind on my sweater.
What? Really?
What?
I'm
For the
not.
cat.
I'm not because I have to say.
Maybe say, what?
Wait till you see my yarn because you have not seen it yet.
My yarn or your yarn?
My yarn.
Oh, for
My
your
yarn
sweater?
for my sweater.
Oh, but we're
Look
not
at
talking
you
about our
go.
sweater. Oh my God, look at
awesome.
it.
Oh,
So
that
I've
feels
knit
so
the
nice.
collar, and I'm starting on the yoke, and I have
Adrian.
little like raglan increases and all sorts of good stuff.
Oh,
like
that
I
is
am
so nice.
super impressed.
Thanks.
And who are you knitting
Tintin
this
Knits.
with? One of our other watchers.
Yes, there's someone else that's doing a harvest
And
as
I
well. I
can't
can't remember.
I
I'm so
know.
sorry.
I can't remember either. Sorry.
I don't know my own name some days, so really,
I know.
don't
It's
be
true.
afraid.
Well, I find it even more confusing, right? Because you've got Ravelry.
Names.
Nicknames,
right?
And
Nicknames.
And
And then-
Instagram nicknames.
That's right,
Yes.
and they're not always
They're
the
not
same.
always the same.
And that's what,
Case in point.
yeah. But you are now.
Evertote.
Oh yeah.
Off the
and
Grid
also-
Needle
yeah, you
Arts.
still have
Carrie
two.
Carrie
Fluter.
Fluter.
Carrie Fluter, but yeah.
She's
Carrie
all over
Fluter and
them.
Off the Grid Needle Arts. I know.
So
yes.
yeah, that's gorgeous.
Thanks.
This
Gorgeous,
is really,
gorgeous,
really,
gorgeous.
really
Thanks.
pretty.
So
Oh,
this is my.
no. Please. Okay. Sorry.
That's good. So this is your very first sweater, right?
It's my very, very, very
Oh.
first sweater ever.
Oh.
And so it's the collar, and now we're right here, and we're starting the back and shoulder
Oh.
shaping.
That
Let's
is
look at that
fun.
color. It's gonna be so nice and cozy and denim-y and awesome.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm really proud of myself. I have never picked up that many stitches in my life, and
did
I
a
do have to
lovely-
say that the seam there is.
It's perfect. Look
Yeah,
at that
I'm
nice
actually-
little. We got
Show
one.
them.
Yeah, yeah. Show them.
I have little transverse
Here.
rectangles. I can't do it.
I don't know if you
Gotcha.
can see. Can you see that
Oh, yeah.
nice?
Yeah,
nice pickup
I spent
row
an awful
there?
lot of
Row there.
time.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
But the picking up went really, really well. The instructions were so clear. They were very specific. I needed to knit so many repeats here, And then they're like, you're going to pick up, 5 stitches in every 6 rows. So what you do is you pick up 5 and then you skip 1. And so it was really easy to count because I was like, oh, I did 5. I'm going to skip 1. And like the instructions and because it's meant to be part of their simple collection. So it's meant to be for people who have never knit these garments before.
Oh, okay.
So there's tutorials all over the place. I was constantly referring to them, but it means that I'm kind of happy with it.
It's awesome. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get a little
And
further.
to do a top-down sweater for your first one
I'm stupid, yeah. I know.
is
That's what I do.
But if the instructions are good and
Yeah.
clear and well written, it's how can you go wrong? Good
Right.
job.
Thanks.
Good
I'm
job.
really
Love
excited
it.
about this one. And
Really
I'm knitting it
nice.
on broomsticks. So these are 5mm.
you
Awesome.
guys. You
It's true.
gotta
Those are
branch out from sock yarn.
I know, I'm using worsted.
I
Go me.
I'm glad that
Worsted.
you're expanding your horizons.
My very
love
first
sock yarn.
actual garment.
Ta-da.
I know. That requires swatching and everything.
Ooh, that's
What's
lovely.
that?
Is that pure joy?
Hey!
I know. Not very much.
That's pretty.
Isn't that nice?
That's really nice. Is that your
Yes, it is.
your mini kit
This
yarn?
is the mini kit yarn, the Romantic Whispers that Adrian dyed, and it's blowing out. It's hard to see, but it is so pretty.
It's
And this
lovely.
is a lichen and lace.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember what it's called.
Can never go wrong with lichen and lace.
No.
We'll find the name and we'll put it up there. We will get
Lichen
the name.
and lace. I
It'll
think
be
the
up
ball
there.
band is at home. Anyways,
Nice.
Romantic Whispers, and I love it.
That looks really
Love it.
lovely.
So I don't have very much done, but
Hey,
I.
it's
There's
started.
no rush. That's a
11.
pretty bag.
Isn't that nice?
Look at all the
It's got
birdies.
birds on it.
Evertote.com.
I hear they've got good bags.
I hear they have nice things.
I know. I like their bags.
So that's my pure joy.
That's awesome. You got good stuff.
You've been a shawl wizard lately.
That's
Oh
why
my
I haven't finished anything. Okay, so Noctilio,
Pure joy.
Pure Joy. Do you have anything else?
I do.
Okay, you go.
Look at this.
Hey, that's a nice
This
bag.
is this is what I couldn't find. It's
The one on your
sitting
lap?
right on my lap in my lovely bag. This is my What the Fade.
Oh,
I know.
I'm so glad
I
you
know.
brought that
So,
because I want to see.
well, I need to really knit a lot before tomorrow night. But
Before
These-
tomorrow night,
yeah, or knit along at Knit Stitch.
you have a lot to do.
That's okay.
sleep is for the week.
That's right. Who needs to sleep when you've got
That's all you have
these-
done.
Sorry. I'm
Okay,
laughing
fine.
at her.
All right.
Being
I
rude.
just don't think I'm going to show it.
Oh, please show it, please.
I
I
feel
want
like
to see it.
There's only this
I
much.
want to see it.
We got to start somewhere.
I know. I'm kidding. I'm
No,
teasing
you're not.
you. Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
Please show
That
us.
was mean.
Okay, I'll
I'm
show
sorry.
you.
Well, show them. They didn't laugh.
Hey,
Not yet.
I'm the one who said I would do it with you.
I know.
That's true.
So
I'm
I
skipping
did.
out.
So this is just a few rows, but you can start to see the brioche starting.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah. Cool. So are you going to help me?
Yes, I will help you.
I have a feeling I'm going to need some help. Now, viewers may remember that last podcast I said I wasn't going to do it. Well,
I think we had a little chit chat about that, didn't we? And
yeah.
She's easily converted.
but see, you know what? See, I can't show very much on here because this is a mystery, and
Oh, that's
we're
true,
not
actually.
supposed to spoil. So see, my little itty bit,
You're not spoiling anything.
I'm not spoiling.
I love you.
Good thing too. Poor Louise. Aww.
I
I
know.
love you.
Caroline's the mean one
I'm
tonight.
sleeping with you Saturday, right? Not her.
Actually, yes, you are.
Yeah, I know. Good. No. Like,
We should probably explain that.
I was still on your
We're
blanket.
standing Saturday night date. No.
We're just going to sleep together on Saturday night.
Well, Friday night actually. But anyway.
Right, Friday
Yeah.
night.
Friday night, yeah.
Right. So we're at the Kitchen Waterloo Knitters Fair. And so we're going up on Friday to set up, and then we've got a hotel room for the evening so that we can be there crack it on.
That's right.
And my sister-in-law is going to be there as well.
Yes.
Kathy will be there as well. So Kathy and I are going to sleep together, and these two girls are going to sleep
We're
together.
going to sleep together.
Yeah.
So,
Fun.
All in the same room. No one's going to get any sleep.
No.
We're going to party all night long. And by party,
We
we
mean
mean
knit.
knit. Woohoo!
I know. So these are the rest of my colors. So I
It's a
just...
disaster.
It is. It is. It is. So this came from Knit Stitch. This
It's an
lovely
FF
green.
disaster.
Sweet Georgia.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sweet
that's nice.
Georgia. This, I know it's just a little ball. This is the rest of it is up there. I was winding this. This is the yarn that I dyed with you.
Oh, the pretty
that,
one.
yes.
The Van Gogh one.
Yep, the Van Gogh one. And I was started to wind it, and I got interrupted, so I left it half wound. And when I came back, Daisy had chewed the yarn.
Daisy.
I know. She's usually pretty good, so that's why I have a little itty bitty ball. So that one, and then yes, the Fiber Friends disaster.
FF disaster.
I know, which is obviously not a disaster.
Bob
So
It actually knit up really well when Josh knit up her skein.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
really pretty.
Josh's
I was
socks
quite-
were amazing.
quite impressed.
She renamed
stick this
them.
in it.
She refused to call
I
it
know.
a disaster.
I
That
know.
was really
Well,
cute.
of course, because it's not a disaster. So
Oh, and then
these
you're
are my
gonna put-
colors.
Very nice. Very,
That's
very
so fun.
nice.
Yeah,
Very cool.
it is fun, and you know what? The brooch is really fun. People are finding it a little intimidating because, yeah, it's brioche right off the start. You cast on and you brioche set up.
Well,
Go big or
not
go
that you're
home.
giving
pretty
anything
much.
away, right?
No,
No,
well,
everybody kind of knows that part
it's
by now.
it's yeah
Okay.
because everybody knows there's brioche.
When does the
in it.
second clue come out? Friday?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, excuse me.
So yeah, I'm
You
gonna
guys
work
make
on
me
this
laugh so
tonight.
much that my nose runs.
So anyway, this is fun, and it's
Cool.
been we meet Thursday nights at Knit Stitch.
Yeah.
When the clue comes out, and so we met last week, and we all started the cast on. We were talking about the colors that we chose,
Nice.
trying to figure out what the colors going to be, like how the colors are going to work.
Mhm.
So, yeah, because I think she surprised everybody with this mystery knit along. Everybody's kind of thinking it's going to be similar to the other fades,
Yeah.
and it wasn't. Right off the bat, you got that. I remember waking up at like 6 o'clock in the morning and looking at my email.
So we can't say too much.
No,
Okay.
so in case somebody hasn't, if they're going to still start it. So, yeah. So just how you kind of assume it's going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. And so that's what everybody was talking about. Everybody's coming into Knit Stitch, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is not what I thought." So,
Fun.
But I
It's
have
very
seen
fun.
some pictures of it, and I think it's going to be really nice.
well, how can it not be nice?
Yeah.
It's got
gonna be
brioche in it.
really
It's
nice.
amazing.
It's going to be super.
It's gonna be
Awesome.
fun. You'll love it.
All right,
You'll
so
love it.
super, super, super. I have,
Whips. More whips?
I worked a lot, well, I mean, for me, a lot, on my Rambling Friends sock. I'm
for
halfway
you.
down the foot,
Yes.
Nice.
and I also worked a lot on my Knit Sister sock, and I am
Oh, cool.
almost to the toe of that
Maybe
sock.
Ooh,
I
you're
need to
really
find that
knitting
sock.
along.
Maybe I'll bring
Yeah.
that sock to the fair.
You should.
I will.
It's so pretty. I tried, I finally put it on double points because I knew I was close to the toe and I wanted to try it on,
Mm-hmm.
and it reiterated to me.
Oh, yeah, because you're on that.
Is that the right
silly
word?
Little...
Yes.
Thank you. My Oxford Dictionary over there. It reiterated to me that I love knitting on small circulars, and I really don't love DPNs. I
Well.
really don't. So I tried it on, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to knit with the DPNs until I get to the right spot for the toe, and then I'm going to measure it, and then I will know exactly how many inches.
Or you could count the rows.
No, I can't, because my it's always different. My gauge is always different. Some of them are tighter than others. How many inches until my toe, and then I can use the circ all the way up
Nice.
till I get to the toe, and then switch over to the DPNs. So those two, and I did not bring them. I left them at home.
Next time they'll be finished objects. Maybe next time.
Or hose.
Yeah, they'll be hosed for sure.
Did you see that look I just got?
I know. Get ready for Christmas.
ho. Okay.
If you just think about it like that, like Santa,
think about
then
that.
it's okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. You ready?
What's that?
Dun, dun, dun.
Mine was-
Oh.
I know.
Sorry.
I saved the best for last. for me.
We can sneak peeks and we all go.
I
gaga.
like.
My most favorite, my precious, 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 precious.
I love the colors. I love it because you've got that amber,
Mm-hmm.
amber
my
like
wild
kind of
mood.
lace, right? Yeah.
Josh, you're a genius. I love this pattern. Love it so much.
That's looking lovely.
That is really nice. Those colors are.
I'm
really
happy
nice.
with everything. I'm happy with my colors. I'm happy with my fabric. I'm happy with my edge. Because trust me, I keep going like this to make sure that it's stretchy. And I started adding a little more stretch as I keep going up. But Josh, did you have to make the rows so very long? Because I'm already at like 345 stitches each row.
Well,
I'll forgive you though, because it's such
The
a gorgeous
alternative-
shawl. It's such a gorgeous shawl. Look at it. Isn't it amazing?
it's beautiful, and it's lovely.
So I've just started my second mosaic section.
Very cool.
Yep.
That's fun. And do you like doing that?
I love it.
It's fun, isn't it?
I love it. Love it. So then I have a little further to go, and then there are some German short rows
Ooh.
in a section because she wanted to add more depth but not more width. Width. Width to the shawl. And thank God, because the thing ends up at like 500 and some odd stitches per row. But can I tell you, I'm really kind of joking about the stitch number because knitting on this is so fun that you don't really notice that the rows are so long.
It's beautiful.
There's so much
really-
the colors.
interest to it
Yeah,
that
that's nice.
it's just so fun. I love it. And I'm going to love wearing it.
Falls around like
Fall
The
is
door
literally
right
here.
here.
When I took the dogs out this morning, I could see my breath.
oh
Shut your face.
First time
That's terrible.
I thought I just saw my breath. It's fall.
somebody. We should check in with the grocery girls. Somebody said it was supposed to snow out in Edmonton. I
Yeah,
think.
well, this is right around the time that they can.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's-
that's unusual.
probably not.
Calgary can get snow,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So then it
crazy.
usually means it's coming. At least the cold air.
No, but I
comes
love
this way.
that. That's my
I don't
favorite
mind
time
the
of year.
cool. I just don't want heaps of snow.
I
quite
love
yet.
heaps of
Yeah.
snow. Love it. I love it all. Because I stay inside.
I was gonna say you don't have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I work from home. I do have to get my kid to school. My one kid gets herself to school, but I have to get the other kid to school. He's almost old enough, but not quite.
Wow.
Okay, so I showed you my Well Mood. I showed you my Pure Joy, my Noctilia that needs redoing. My 2 socks are at home. My Umaro. Hey, I actually did a lot of knitting.
You've got a lot.
Wow.
I
Of
should have had a finish, but I didn't.
Next time.
But I actually did do a lot of
You
knitting.
did.
Yeah,
You just got a lot that
Yeah.
you're working on.
yeah, I know. It's all so fun.
I know.
Okay, so that's me. Those are my whips. Who
You have any
else?
more
Fun
whips?
stuff.
I'm done.
No.
Whips.
I have 2 whips.
Okay, let's see them.
I think I probably do.
I actually cast on a second sock.
No way.
Way! So this is my
Oh,
how I roll. So I've got the cuff and the heel all done with
just
the
see the
gusset.
show notes from above, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not going to rewrite
No, I'm not going to re-say it. So I'm just about to start the gusset decreases. So that'll be blending in nicely. So I'm actually second socking, which always
Well
makes me happy.
done. It's beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I'm trying to do more second socks. But there's so many little shiny, like, ooh.
I know.
I've caked up, I don't know how many yarns in the last week. I keep going, I just started a yarn. And then I'm like, nope. Put the cake down, step away from it.
But I saw, is it in the next bag? Can I peek? Yes. You were knitting on that one.
Yes, this
Just
has been
before
my,
we started.
This has been my office knit. So it's been sitting on my desk in my home office. And so every time I'm upstairs working, if I have a few seconds or I need a break, I can knit.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I've been really busy, so there hasn't got a ton of knitting done. But this is
Oh,
I
Joke's
like
on You
that.
by the Yarn Jar Shop.
that is
That's
beautiful.
really
That's
nice. Very
really,
bright and vibrant.
really nice.
I love
Eyes
that
hurt.
color.
Yeah.
It looks, even though there's no orange in it, it looks Halloweeny, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
it does
beautiful.
look pretty Halloween-y.
I think so too.
So yeah, it's nice.
It's really nice. You did a lot of ribbing on that sock.
18 rows. I always do
That's
18
always
rows.
okay.
Inch and a half.
She refuses to do a row more.
It looks nice.
Really nice.
Let's
Looks
go
really
with
good.
ribbing.
Yeah.
Do
It's
my 18
really,
out, I guess.
nice.
Thanks. So yeah,
That's nice. That is really super nice.
thanks.
All
So,
right.
yeah,
What's
That's
next?
what I've been doing. Acquisitions.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Caroline?
You go.
Avery?
I'll go.
All right.
So, about 4 or 5 days after our last podcast, Louise and I did a little road trip. We brought iPad Caroline, because we always do when we can. And we went up
I can't go
to
in the
Sarnia, because you were at the cottage
I know.
lounging up
I
there.
know.
Yeah.
So
Poor
we
me.
took a road trip to Sarnia to go visit our friends, the Codependent Knitters.
Hi.
And so we did what all good knitters do. We went yarn shopping at one shop, and then we went and ate really good food, and sat and knit at the brewery. And then we
Really?
went.
That's so fun.
Yeah, I have a picture of all 4 of us with our knitting at the table.
I saw that. I did see that.
And then we went to another yarn shop.
of course.
It's kind of how we roll.
Awesome.
So a little bit of damage was done.
I have to
I
say,
totally blame the Codependent Knitters.
Hey,
they're bad.
is Dawn's shop open yet?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Dawn, get on it.
Chop,
My
chop.
Wanna
credit
be the
card's
first one to
working.
buy a bag.
And you found yours, right?
I found my card.
In
Found my
your
credit
purse?
card. It was in my wallet
Safe and sound.
the whole time.
What would it do there?
My daughter put it in a different slot,
Oh.
and it was behind something else.
Mm.
And I didn't pull out that something else when I was frantically trying to. So yeah, it was in my wallet.
So we're in
the whole time.
business. I know. So hopefully.
So I have a credit card now.
So we're all
Watch
set.
out, Kitchener Knitters Fair.
So
Do we get to shop early? Like, are we allowed to shop before it's open?
I don't know,
Because that's
but we can at least go look so we know where we want to head.
Okay. Okay. I'll stay at our booth. You guys go.
yeah,
shop-
but before it's open, like
Before
even
it's
before
open.
it's open.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I bet you we can look around.
Because
Friday.
I'm shopping from her stuff on Friday night.
She's been told she's not allowed to clean me out.
I'm not gonna clean you out. I can't afford it, but I want first pick.
She's terrible.
I know.
So we went to
I know.
is it Feather Your Nest?
Feather Your Nest.
Feather Your Nest. And the Madtosh Pashmina was on sale.
Get
Who says no to that?
out. Not
So,
Adrian.
Adrian, oh my god.
I bought
Adrian.
skeins.
Adrian.
Good job. iPad Caroline wasn't there
I know.
because she
She
would
would've
have
fought me
fought
for
you
that.
for that.
So that is, and it's the Pashmina is a sport. I think it's a sport weight. And I'm gonna make. I don't know when I'm gonna start it, but that is earmarked to be a campside
Oh,
because
Nice.
campside happens to be a sport weight shawl.
Adrian.
There you go.
And in case I run out of
Isn't
yarn,
that nice?
I have a beautiful blue that would go with it if I need it.
I am totally jealous of this yarn.
Yeah, I'm quite happy. So this colorway
Yeah,
is
that's
called
nice.
Deep, and that one is
Purple basil.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I
that's a
think
good
it's
name.
very
Nice.
Purple basil.
squish.
Yeah, and you saw that like as soon as we went in the
Oh
store.
yeah, and I just kind of walked around with it in
And
my
she was
arms,
like-
and they're like, "Do you want to go look at other yarn?" I'm like, "I don't have enough arms." And they're like, "Put it down. We'll make a pile. We promise we won't touch it." And it took me about another 10 minutes before I was like,
She was
Okay.
not giving it up.
"Yeah, not giving up
No.
that yarn."
Oh my god, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
That's nice, isn't it?
I've like tripled my Madtosh collection now.
It's beautiful.
And then I also picked up this worsted mini. I don't know why I'm buying worsted. I don't normally knit with worsted, but a little mini skein set.
Crinkle, crinkle.
Crinkle, crinkle, and these gorgeous jewel tones, like the purple and the berry and the blue. Oh, I love it.
That's really nice.
Really nice.
See the colors maybe a bit better on that.
There you go. So just really happy.
Yeah.
So I think this might eventually one day become a hat for me, and just a stripy worsted hat.
Oh, that's so nice.
That'd be nice.
I love that purple.
Oh, they're all nice. That green was really nice. And I mean, they're all good.
They're all nice.
They're all
so
nice.
this
Mice.
is
Sorry.
she's doing what I want to do. But don't
Mice.
forget.
Mice.
Spit it out.
Mice in the tea.
So this is Wonderland Yarns, March Hare, worsted weight by, I don't even know how to, Frab Juice Fibers, Frabjous Fibers. It's in the US.
Can I see it?
Yep. And the mice in the tea colorway.
It's like Frabby Juice.
Sure.
Fabulous, like fabulous.
Sure, why not? Frabijous.
Fabulous.
It's really cool.
Frabijous.
But there's no I in there, so there's no.
Frabujous. You can make it up.
I can make it up. Yeah.
Okay. Because it's lovely.
Whoever
Whoever
you
made
are,
it. Yeah. Good
we
job.
think you're fantastic.
Yeah. Kind of loving the colors.
Fabulous.
So yeah.
We are frabujous.
Over your fiber.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
And then we went and ate, and we had the best burgers ever.
Oh my
we totally
gosh.
have to go for burgers there.
We
Fabulous.
are driving to Sarnia. I tell you, Lisa.
Just for burgers?
Lisa, I
And the
know.
chips.
I wish these guys had brought me a burger because they came to Knit Night last week.
I know. I was there.
And
I suspect the burger wouldn't have tasted as good after.
Yeah, probably would have.
I would have had it. It was
It was a
a
really good.
it
burger.
was a lentil burger.
Oh, I had a regular burger.
I had the lentil burger with caramelized onion
yum.
and a mango salsa on
Oh,
top of
yum.
it. Oh, I know. It was. I literally have been dreaming about this. I have to go back.
Well, let's go back.
I have to
Okay.
go back.
Well,
So-
we're doing a weekend with the girls
We don't know when.
I don't know when
We
though.
have to
in
figure that out.
November.
Can we make our spot close to this burger?
Well, we're
truck?
going to the
Lambton Shores.
same
place.
place.
All right. Wow.
Let's see what we can do. Anyway,
Maybe they deliver.
so after we ate, because we're gluttons and we ate lots of food, we went to a second yarn store, which was Heaven is Handmade. And I picked up 2 skeins. Another skein of Manos del Uruguay Allegra. Look at that.
This was, depending on how you look at it, it was like a super amazingly wonderful trip. But this is why I'm eating craft dinner still. Because,
And then I picked up some yarn from a local dyer in Sarnia called Totally Inked Yarn.
Oh, totally inked.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so this is her Princess Poo Poo colorway.
I think she watches us.
Hi.
Your yarn is
Yes.
beautiful.
Look at this
It was
gorgeousness.
wonderful.
You're right in front of Louise's face.
It's okay. It was lovely because it's Sonia, I believe, right?
Yes.
Sonia? I know. I was so excited to see your yarn in person because Dawn and Lisa have been raving about
Yeah.
it. And it's
beautiful.
Nice.
Yes.
She has
Wow.
lovely colorways there.
Very nice.
Yes. I didn't need any of this, but it all came home with me.
No, we don't need any of it, do
No.
we?
But it's so
I know.
Look
it's
at
true.
this. This is the best picture ever. Hi.
Maybe that'll be our screen capture.
that will be yes. I'll have to-
That'll be my luck.
So do you want to see what I bought?
Yeah, I want to see what you bought.
Okay.
Is it going to take like an hour? Because we're already at like an hour and 15.
Are we? Okay, I'll be really fast.
45 minutes.
I'll be really fast. So
Oh, you have a big bag too.
I know. I tell you, it was a craft dinner.
Girls.
Okay, I can't even get it.
Can't even get out.
All right.
Cow.
I know. So this is my yarn. So the first store, Feather Your Nest. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at that. You guys are going to die when you see
Louise.
this. Look at this.
Oh my god.
Isn't that
Oh.
just amazing?
Oh,
So this,
Louise.
I know. And it's mine. I know.
You're so greedy.
I know. Sorry.
The color is wrong. The color is wrong on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
looks
coming up green. This is not
It's
green.
like a
It's-
mustard.
It is
perfect
the
mustard.
mustard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a dirty mustard. It's really
It's
lovely.
really nice.
No.
Yeah. It's just
I can't get the color right.
No.
So then
It's
I
so beautiful.
forgot about this.
She's
Jeez.
funny like that.
I bought a button. I bought everything for my sweater.
Oh, is that Remembrance's Pottery?
No.
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Good to know.
That makes sense. She's from.
She's from Sarnia.
Yeah. Well,
That's beautiful.
you have lovely buttons. We
Oh, my God.
search for buttons. So this is going to be,
Beautiful.
and then look at this. Are you ready? Dun, 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 dun. So I've got the same fabulous,
Frabujous.
and mine is called, oh, this, you would like this, Cats in the Coffee.
Cats in the coffee.
So look at that. Oh, you know what? I haven't even touched it. Can you believe that? Oh, wow. Have you touched yours?
No.
Ooh, that's nice. Can I touch it?
Oh.
Can I touch it? Ooh, that is
Ooh.
soft.
Isn't that
That's
amazing?
nice.
We just bought this because of colors.
Yeah.
That's
Holy
beautiful.
man.
That's beautiful.
So I've got two of
it
these.
is, what is it? Superwash Merino. 100%.
Yeah, no idea.
100% superwash Merino.
So this is
Lovely.
going to be my sweater. Josh's
Oh, the
stranded
colorwork sweater.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nice.
stranded gradient sweater.
With this?
You betcha.
Oh my god.
And then because and Josh has designed it as a pullover, and I don't want to do a pullover
You're
because
gonna steek it.
I'm gonna steek it and make it a cardigan, and that's why I bought the button. So I've got everything.
You're a genius. I
Where'd my
stole
button
your
go?
button.
I know. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, that's perfect.
So who is this? I didn't even remember.
Remembrances Pottery.
Remembrances Pottery. Yes.
Awesome.
Plain Jane Remembrances. Awesome. Yes. So, super fabulous button. We took a long time. It was hard to pick the buttons. So this was the first store.
It was one of those days.
I'm
what can
kind of
say?
glad I wasn't
Then-
with you girls. I think I would be eating no craft dinner.
I know. It was, so then we had the like super amazing burger and the chips and the dipping sauce.
Yeah, it was just, the whole trip was awesome.
It was,
and
it
we
was
had
amazing.
wonderful hosts. They
Oh.
were so sweet.
And Lisa's cat was sitting up on top of the
Yeah, it's just,
the
it had
door.
a really tall door, and then on top of that is this big arched window, and there's this little cat sitting on the
Sitting
ledge
there.
in between the two, just kind of
I know.
peering down at us.
just,
And
you
we're like,
know,
That's
like, how
cute.
did you
Very
get up there?
cute.
But anyways, that's another story. Anyway, so then we went, after our fabulous lunch, we went to Heaven is Handmade. And do you remember this? I was
Oh
warned.
yeah, that's Lisa's yarn.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, I know, but I know, you can't have it.
This is the one she knit her sweater with.
Yes.
yes.
Her
Yes.
really nice sweater. Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
Because when we got back to her house, she brought her sweater out so I could see it again. Because I remember her knitting it at
Yeah.
Knit Stitch. And that yarn, isn't that yarn fabulous?
Yeah. 65% wool, 35% silk. This is Cascades Roslyn.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Wow.
So I
It
might
is.
even
That's
just
beautiful.
knit the same sweater that Lisa did because it's just
Why reinvent the wheel?
exactly.
Her sweater is perfect.
It is. You just throw
Yeah.
it on and the yarn.
That's how we met. She was knitting that sweater at Knit Stitch.
Yeah. And then we're all like, "Ooh,
What are you making?"
So I think she said to make sure you don't steal this great yarn.
I am
So,
a fan.
I have a sweater's worth of it.
You have a sweater's worth?
Yes. And then Lisa had a little bit of a ball left over, so she
Aww.
knew where it was, so she could quickly went and grabbed it. So I've got a little extra in
Just
case
in
I need
case.
it.
That's nice.
So, yeah, I know that was my acquisition. So,
Wow.
I'm not done yet. that was just one trip.
that was just one trip.
All right.
Well,
carry on.
I might have more too, but I'm pretending you don't.
Okay.
I cheated on you.
You cheated on me.
I did.
You bought a bag
I
from somebody
did.
else.
I bought a bag. I finally caved and bought
What did you
myself
buy?
from the scrappy thread.
Ooh.
I saw this on your Instagram feed and I love it because, turquoise and gray. Hello. And I was like 2 hours late for her update and I figured it was gone. It was no big deal. And it was the only bag left.
Well, it's
So I said, now I have to.
serendipitous.
Yes.
Ooh, oh my gosh, look at that little thingamabobber. It's fabric.
Yeah, little fabric.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
What's the
That's
fabric?
nice.
I always like looking to see what's on the inside. Is it
Just
just...
a
Oh,
nice
sparkly.
little
It's glittery.
Aw.
It's
Can't see it, but
glittery.
it sparkles. Yeah.
That's
Beautiful.
fun.
Yeah,
Silver
that's
sparkle.
nice.
That's fun.
So yeah, it's just super pretty and
Ooh,
turquoise and
very
gray
nice.
and just,
Pretty.
I don't know
That's
what's going
nice.
in it yet, but
That's
something
half the
lovely.
fun, isn't it?
I know,
It's
not
It's
even
got
really
nice
nice.
tags too.
Yeah. So
Very
just
nice.
really pretty. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that's really
Love it.
nice.
So, okay, so
Pretty,
what have
pretty,
you
pretty.
bought?
I don't
Look
think
at
she's
this.
done yet.
Look at this pile of yarn. I'm going to try to get... I don't know where
And
my
then
bag's
I
going.
got 2 more bags today. Because we know that I show up at Caroline's door with fabric on a fairly regular basis, and I just hand her a pile of fabric, and then whenever you get around to it, well, today she surprised me with 2 new bags.
2 bags.
So I have this little drawstring with like a gray cross check top and this purple flower awesomeness on the bottom, and then inside is this beautiful gray flower fabric.
I didn't even see the inside.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it?
Oh, I love.
Yes.
It
Hey,
turned out well.
wait a second.
And then I got another one.
Hi.
You have that fabric?
Well,
So
in white and black.
I have this one that's a wedge tote, and then she made me a drawstring in the matching green colorway in the same
Well,
fabric
when you
set.
give me fabric and it's tied up with a string and it says this is what I want with this fabric, and this is what I want with this
That's
fabric.
what my instructions are. I have to tell her exactly what I want. Do I want a wedge tote? Do I want a drawstring? And eventually it shows up, and I'm like, whoa, because I forget what I give her, and then it's like a brand new surprise. I'm like, oh,
Isn't that fun?
it's
I
so
like
much
it.
fun.
See, I'm not the only one who forgets. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
No,
I forget a lot.
It's
But
all
yes,
good.
I was totally
We're
surprised
getting
and delighted.
old.
So now I have all sorts of bags that need to be filled.
Now you need
Cast
more projects.
on, cast on.
Luckily, I bought a whole bunch of new
Projects.
needles
You
last
have-
time. So
I know, and you haven't filled them yet?
no, I have not. I'm so happy.
We're gonna have to like tie her to our table at the Knitters Fair.
I know. She's going to spend all of her money.
I know.
That's why I dye yarn. So I can
It comes
buy other
in,
people's
it
yarn.
goes out.
Pretty much. Okay, now I'm done.
You're done?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Well
That's
then,
really nice.
we've got. Shall we show these together?
Oh, yeah.
What? Oh.
Ta-da!
We put her. I asked Adrian just randomly one night, sent her a text and said, "Hey, have you been dyeing any worsted yarn lately?" And she sent back, "You mean like this?"
And I'm like, shut the front door!
Caroline's like, "I want it."
I want it. And Louise said, hold on. Hold your horses.
That's right, because I said I may want, but I wanted just a tonal gray. So, in like about 3 tweets, texts later, Adrian sends, "Here it's soaking." All the yarn was soaking, and then
Dyed it
it's
that night Friday.
dyed. It was like done. Like,
And then she kept bugging me. Can I come pick it up? I'm like, it's dripping wet. You cannot pick up wet yarn. It's okay if it's damp. I'm like, no, it's not damp. It's wet.
I don't see the problem.
So
I
I
do.
bought these. I still have to pay her for them. But they're mine. And I'm going to make the
It's okay, I know
antler,
where she lives.
antler mittens.
Hey, another
Okay,
2K
nice.
mitts.
Yep, antler mitts.
Nice.
I saw Tracy, Grocery Girls,
Yes.
was knitting some. And I've had the pattern for a while. I've been meaning to do them. So
I'm gonna open
this is my year. I will make mittens for myself. They are for me. Selfish mitten making is going to happen.
I love how Louise pretends that she only got one skein. She did not.
She got a few more than one.
5.
She has plans for it.
I have plans for it.
Big plans.
I know, but just look how
I bought
fabulous
something
this
else
is.
and I haven't even looked at it yet. Crinkle, crinkle.
Oh my goodness.
So,
Who needs jewelry?
Okay. Can you just wear that at the show?
I
Walk
can,
around?
actually,
I most certainly can.
Kathy suggested that we do that. That we wear skeins of yarn instead of scarves.
Shawls.
But then, instead of shawls. But then I said, yeah, but who's going to pay for those skeins? Because you actually might want to sell them.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Maybe.
But that'll be
advertising.
extra special.
And then, of course, we get to keep the skein, right? Because we're wearing it.
Well, if it doesn't sell,
I don't think
sit
she's
down.
going to go for that.
So, well, I would do that.
I bought something too, and I haven't even looked at it. I've
Okay,
been
what?
so patient.
All right, what is it?
Okay.
What is
Wait,
it?
I bought it from you because you picked it up for me.
I tell you.
So you have to remember that in the summer, I can't easily go shopping. And you may also remember that I said I was not going to do What the Fade because I have too many projects on the go.
Luckily, she is a yarn mule.
Well, even before that, was it August 31st that it
Yeah.
came out?
Yeah.
I started seeing all the pictures on Instagram. And I
Everybody's
started
yarn.
reading all the chatter. Who's doing What the Fade? I'm doing What the Fade. Here's my fade. What's yours? What does it look like? Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'm like,
Oh.
I actually, like, all kidding aside, because I'm actually not kidding about this, I felt a little bereft.
Aw.
I actually felt a little left out.
Aw.
And then I thought, okay, well, you'll get over it. You know, you're an adult. Kids need to eat this month, so grow up. So then I'm scrolling through more Instagram and I come across Suzanne at Knit Stitch had posted a photo of all of her yarn laid out for her fade. It was beautiful. And I thought, I have never had such a case of the wanties. You know, like I wanted that yarn and I wanted to knit What the Fade with that yarn.
She was such a junkie on our
So then
conversation.
I
She was
texted
like,
Louise and I said, are you going to knit stitch today? She said, yeah.
Of course
said,
I am.
Can you please go and buy me the exact same fade that Suzanne just showed? Because that's what I want to do. So that's what I bought. Now, Suzanne, of course, had already wound everything up for herself to do her fade. And then she changed her mind on her colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually bought the yarn that she was going to, she actually had started knitting it. So she very sweetly gave me a little discount on the yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all caked up. So I actually, she's got all the ball bands on the inside. So I don't know what's what.
Can't you, the ball band, it won't.
The ball band will come out, but I don't really want to take it out because it's so neat and tidy. But oh, this yarn, what is it? I don't even know what it is. I just bought it. And I have no idea what it is. There's like 6 skeins of yarn in here.
Beautiful.
Okay, so this.
Oh, that's the woolen. Oh,
What
woolen
is
bin?
this?
Woolen. Oh, this stuff is nice.
What
Woolen
is this?
boon. Woolen boon.
Woolen.
Apparently we're taking it out now.
I'm going to have to because I can't tell what it is. Yeah. Woolen Boon, Wicked Pretty Yarn for All. And this is called Lovey.
Nice.
That's
It's this awesome gray with these beautiful little tiny speckles in it. It's so pretty.
That's pretty. That's really nice.
oh my goodness.
So, yeah,
Can you get that back in?
I'll try.
Okay. I haven't even looked at these. Just from picture.
Ooh. That's
I know.
That's
some
sweet
sweet
Georgia.
This is
Georgia.
Sweet Georgia. Now, hang on. Maybe it's on
something.
the invoice because it says Sweet Georgia Tough Love Sock Magician.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
Magician.
Very pretty.
Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. You did it.
Hi.
Okay,
Yeah.
Magician. All right. What's next?
Can you see that face
It's like a little surprise.
No.
So I still get to pick my fade.
Yeah, so you'll get to plan them
Ooh.
out.
Was ist das? That looks like some lichen.
Oh, that looks like lichen lace.
Nope, it's Mad Tosh.
Oh,
Ooh,
yes,
even better.
it is. Nice.
Mad Tosh Night Bloom.
Nice.
Ooh.
And I got it because you said night. So I could tell which one
Oh.
it was. Because apparently there's another one in here. Okay, so that's Night Bloom.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I have a feeling that this one goes in between there somewhere.
That's another woolen.
That's
one.
another Woolen Boon. There,
Yes.
maybe?
This is thistle. This is beautiful.
Thistle.
Beautiful.
Woolen
So
Boon
pretty.
Classic
It's gorgeous.
Thistle. Okay.
You hold those two.
Okay. Next.
Right. Ooh, 2 more to go.
It's like
Ooh.
a party in this bag, I swear.
That's
What is this? Hedgehog fibers! I've never had hedgehog fibers. This is so exciting. I've never, ever knit any hedgehog fibers.
Now you
Nice.
are.
Never,
Twist.
ever, guys.
Right.
This is so exciting.
Look at
Salty
these
tails.
colors.
Oh, nice.
Salty tails.
Dun, dun, dun. Now, what's the last one?
Should be another Matosh.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
Love it.
Matosh Alzarin.
Ooh.
Hey, there's
That's
my
beautiful.
fade.
Actually, give me the dark one, the salty tails.
Caroline?
This one?
Oh, this one? Okay, sorry.
I'm trying to figure out
No,
where. No.
those three.
Those three together.
Ding ding. And
And
then
those
ding
three
ding ding.
together. 1, 2,
Mm.
3.
I don't know.
Well, when we're not recording, I'll have you looked at the pattern? The first part?
No.
Okay.
I don't have time.
How's that?
No.
Well,
I tried.
don't get too caught up in order like
Light
this.
to dark?
Mm.
Okay. All right. So I'll trust
pretty,
you.
pretty.
Isn't it
pretty.
gorgeous?
Ah,
You did
Lovely.
good.
I did
You
good.
did really good.
Suzanne did well. And I just picked Suzanne's.
Good job, she picked
Well
Suzanne.
done.
Suzanne, nice fade. Thank you. And thank
She's-
you for letting me have it.
Suzanne is on her 3rd colorway now.
I know. I know. She's crazy. I love it.
Well, I think when you're sitting there in that shop filled with
Okay.
all these,
Yeah, right.
like, how can you
Wow.
not start to think of, well, this and this and this and this would be good together? Or what about this and this and this combo?
And then
I
the
tell
order
you.
comes in, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I have new things to
yeah.
try.
I'm excited about that hedgehog fibers. I've wanted to try that for a long
Wow.
time. You know, another yarn that I'd really like to try that's on my bucket list is Life in the Long Grass. I've never knit with any of that. I've heard it's hard to get. Is it hard to get?
You have some?
Well, yeah, I remember because you showed it on a podcast,
Yes.
and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. So, the other thing is
So exciting.
I know.
All
I
this
have-
new yarn.
I have
Yarn overload.
10 skeins of undertones coming.
Do you really need 10 skeins? It's only a fingering weight sweater.
Yeah.
Talk to her. You
Don't
talk to
I?
her.
I'm not a small
10
woman.
I know, but no, 10 seems,
Excessive?
yeah.
I know, but I wanted more for extra stuff.
So apparently I'm buying 10 skeins. And
I
I'm
thought-
actually bringing in a new base just for her.
Should I
All
do?
right.
Should I do 8? It's a big sweater. The long line cardigan.
Well,
Now, hang on a second, because here's the thing. I've actually changed my mind about the sweater that I want to do for this cal.
Mm-hmm.
I am not gonna start the long line yet until I have a bit more sweater experience. Now I know it's not a cardigan, but Hand Me My Knitting just did
Oh, that stripy one
the
for her
stripy
son?
sweater for her son
Yes.
in Barocco Vintage, and it is fantastic.
Mm.
Hand Me My Knitting. Check out her Instagram feed. Watch her podcast because she's adorable.
Hi,
And
Sam.
Sam, your podcast is so fun. I love it. And I love your Instagram feed. I love seeing your new dog. What's the dog's name? I want to say Chico, but it's not Chico.
I want to
Oh.
say Casey, or Casper.
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 Casper. The cutest little dog. And
he's the
just,
little white one.
yeah. And he loves to snuggle, and she's always posting these
That's
pictures of
right.
Dog on the
him
face.
snuggling, dog on the face, and
That's
it's just
right.
it's so lovely. And and she knit this sweater for her son, and I could see
And it's bitter.
it. I could see my son wearing a sweater like that, and he is still like he asks me for stuff.
Aw.
He asks me to make him stuff, and so I need to jump on that bandwagon right now and make
Yeah.
him something.
That's a great
So
idea.
I'm gonna make it a couple sizes bigger
So you can
than what
grow.
he is now. No, so that it's when it's finished, it fits him. Knitter, know thyself. So I'll probably go for like a size 14.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyways, and Barocco Vintage. Can't go wrong.
Yeah,
right?
no, for
it's
sure.
inexpensive. It's washable. And
You know what?
he can wear the heck out of it.
That was one of the questions that we had.
Oh, we had
I
Fiber Friends
know.
questions?
Yes, we
Yeah,
had-
and I actually printed out a page of them, and it's at
Louise wrote them
I
all
wrote,
down.
I wrote these ones
Shut
down
up.
just because
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Shauna had asked about like my purple sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Which was my
Yes,
Maisie.
yes.
So
We're
purple
used for
sweater.
the Fiber Friends. Next part.
So
That's for me.
so my purple
the label.
Maisie that we did as the
Yes,
knit
the
along.
knit along.
It's knit out of
Barocco
Barocco
Vintage.
Vintage.
Nice.
And I think I
can
had
hold it
there
up.
it is. So Barocco Vintage, machine washable blend, and it is 52 acrylic, 40 wool, and 8% nylon.
Nice.
It feels good.
It's so
Yeah.
soft,
Yeah.
but it's got a really nice
Yeah.
weight to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and it's big enough that I actually feel like I could finish a sweater for him
by Christmas.
by Christmas in the actual time allotted. Yeah.
There you go.
Hooray!
Yay! Yay! So that's my goal. So nobody tell him. If anyone knows Nicholas, don't tell him. He's getting a sweater. for
Getting a
Christmas.
sweater. Well, he'll
That's
be
so
Knit by his
exciting.
mom. And maybe it will actually be a whole sweater and not just half a sweater and a bunch of balls of yarn stuffed in a bag.
Yeah. He's not going to like that.
No.
I can tell you from experience,
Kids don't appreciate that so much.
even adults don't. And then they get really shocked when they actually open something and it's finished.
I know.
They're
I
really,
know.
that really
I'm
throws
So
them for a loop.
that's what I'm going to knit. That's going to be my
Yeah,
count.
and this
I'm
is
gonna,
nice.
I still want the yarn and I want it now. As
I was about to say, so there's no rush on
no,
that yarn.
no. Like, no, there's no rush. But I
sometime
want
between
it.
now and the end of September.
Yeah.
Okay. I
When
can do
it's
that.
convenient for you.
Actually, Lisa did a bit of a custom order, so I'm going to be bringing in even more of that yarn. So
Oh, nice.
yes,
Good.
That's nice.
I have lots of stuff to dye.
Okay. Yes, I want it.
Okay.
Don't take it away from me. I am going to knit the long line after. Maybe we'll have another sweater cowl
Oh, of course we will.
Yeah.
Of course we will.
and a hat cowl
Oh, we'll have a lot of them.
and a
Don't
mitten
worry.
cowl.
I need to do a sock cowl soon. All right. So,
There is one. It's called the Rambling Friends.
You could do that.
You could. She doesn't want a cable.
I like my vanilla socks.
I know. I know.
Yeah, it's
I know.
all right.
It's the stuff I don't have to think about when I shush. One day.
Someday.
Now
Someday.
I feel bad. You're
No.
making me feel bad on purpose. All
No.
right. Were there any other questions that we need to answer?
There was one. Oh, Shauna also asked about blocking.
Mm.
So, and this is the question, like, do you, every time, so after we make something, we always block it. We pin it
No, we
out.
don't.
Well, it depends what it is, right?
Should we? Probably.
So, yeah, like socks, I never block socks because you're going to put them on your foot, and I consider that blocking. So,
Yeah, me too. Fair enough.
the only thing in some things, like this sweater here, if it's all stockinette or garter, you know, you don't have to block it and pin it specifically, you know. A shawl, oh, lace, something that's lace,
Yeah.
you do. And pretty much, like her question was, do you have to do it every time? You block it when you finish it,
Right.
and then every time you wash it, do you have to block it?
Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah.
You do.
Sorry.
Yeah. Now you can get, but some of them, if you've got things that have got like picots or things that have got points on them,
Yeah.
if it's really pointy, you really do need to pull out that point and
Block aggressively.
mostly pin it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, depending on what it is, if you like the look of it, like this here, even though this is lace, I don't know if I'm going to really block that.
Because you like how it looks now.
Yeah,
It
it
also
looks
depends
fine.
on the type of garment. Like,
Yeah.
how often do you really wash a cowl?
Never.
Not that often.
Not, no.
You know.
Unless
So-
somebody throws up on it.
Yeah. But the short
Really
answer
not.
is yes. Every
Yeah.
time you wash something, you're going to want to spread it out. And sometimes you don't always have to pin it every so far. Some fabrics, when
Yeah.
they're wet, you can just pull them out, get them to shape, and just
Leave it.
leave
And
them,
leave it.
and they'll dry. So it's not a huge ton of work.
Good question.
The other one was
Oh yes. this
about that was
question.
for you, about your base.
Yeah,
did
how
you-
did I pick my bases and things like that? So, I actually chose a supplier based on the fact that they had a huge selection of bases. And then there are options to have samples sent to you and things like that. I just ordered a bunch of their yarn. I tried some Knit Picks yarn when I first started dyeing just to see if I liked dyeing. And then when I decided to actually dye, I ordered from this larger supplier in the States. So I actually have it shipped up from the States. I don't actually use Canadian yarn, but it's a really big distributor, so they always have stuff in stock, and they always have exactly what I want. And they have a huge selection of bases, whether it's cashmere or alpaca or silk or just plain worsted.
Cool,
Right.
that's nice.
Yeah.
So you got lots of choice.
Yes.
Wow.
But I don't know how I would source if I wanted to do it more locally. That was my issue. I didn't know how to source it more locally, and so I just found a bigger supplier, and I'm quite happy with them actually. And they have really quick shipping and things like that. So,
Cool.
and you know, I am not a huge indie dyer. Like, I don't buy thousands and thousands of skeins at a time, but I buy a couple hundred at a time, and you know, big enough to block my door when it gets which is always a happy day. My neighbors are like, "What did you buy?" And I'm like, "It's yarn." But
I'm gonna wear my
that's
mask
funny.
again.
I know,
Yeah.
my big pink respirator. But yeah, I like the fact that I don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to have stuff in stock, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't continue with Knit Pick stuff, because the stuff that I liked kind of disappears every once in a while, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this isn't available, and this is," and they have
Yeah.
a really quick rotation of stuff,
Yes. Yeah.
and this supplier does not. They
Yeah.
have some staples.
Well, that's
which
good
is
because
nice.
you want to make sure when you want
Yeah.
when you
That it's
want
consistent.
you can get
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Wonderful. So what is? Oh,
I
you've got a little
have another
surprise.
acquisition actually
Ooh.
that we kind of that we sort of skipped into questions. So we're going to backtrack into acquisitions just for a moment because I have something
Ooh.
treated myself to, and it's so exciting.
Okay. Let's. Okay.
Okay, so everyone knows that I absolutely adore, Faye, in the UK. She lives in Cheshire. She's cute as a button with an accent to die for. She's Scottish, and I love her. Crochet Circle podcast. We're besties. One day, Faye, I'm going to come and we're going to hang out in a pub and you're not going to be able to get rid of me. So, Faye has a lovely online shop. Knit It, Hook It, Craft It. www.knitithookitcraftit. And podcasters.
She's petting her
I
stuff.
know, I'm so
It's like you
excited.
show it, I can see it.
I know. So, I think that it's important that we are podcasters who have small businesses. I think that we should also support other podcasters who have small businesses. And Faye
We
has
do that quite well.
we do okay.
We do our fair
We
share,
do
right?
all right. Yeah. Podcasting's a lot of work, and so to buy something from a fellow podcaster's shop fills me with a little sense of glee. So, Faye and her partner, if you've watched some of her beginning episodes, she has a partner in the first few episodes, Lynn. And Lynn and Faye published a little crochet collection.
What?
I know, right? So it's called Take Two. And this is actually really cool. 2 designers with 2 interpretations of 8 crochet patterns, which means there are 16 designs.
Cool.
So you can see on the front here, there's 2 pillows. Same pattern, 2 interpretations. Isn't that cool? What are you laughing at?
No, I'm just thinking, if anybody who knows me and my crocheting skills, I'm thinking of Amanda right now. I say, my crocheting is a little freestyle.
Freestyle crochet
You betcha. So, my interpretation of the pattern
would be a third version.
it would be.
You can add your name to the bottom.
I could.
Louise Patterson, Take 3.
Freestyle crocheter.
Freestyle crochet. But anyways, it's printed on lovely paper. Faye takes great care and pride in knowing the provenance of all of her goods that she sells. And she takes care to mostly source her goods in the UK. And when you receive your package, she tells you where everything came from. And in fact, I'm just going to read you. Actually, I'll show you my things and then I'll read you my tag. And look at her handwriting. I mean, honestly, cute as a button. Her packaging is sweet, mostly, recyclable paper with lovely raffia ties. Everything was beautifully packaged and came. So I bought the book. Now, Faye, I was hoping, I didn't put a note on my order, but I was hoping that you would have signed the ruddy thing, and you didn't sign it. So I'm going to have to tuck the tag in there. But, when you have a book from a designer who you know and who's your friend, you sign the book. Next time that I order a book from you, because I know you're going to be, does she know your friends?
This isn't a one-sided friendship, is it?
You need to watch her last podcast because she talked all about me.
Did she?
Uh-huh.
Good
And
thing?
she said that we were she watches my podcast because sometimes she just feels like she needs a friend. I know. Because I talk so much and I'm chatter in her house. That's why. And I have a flaming load of projects, remember? Yes, Faye
How
knows that I
true.
exist. I'm not just a creepy stalker who likes Faye.
Well,
Anyway, okay. So
Maybe you
I
are.
It's true,
I
not
bought the book.
exclusive, but it's okay.
This was what I really wanted, and then I started looking through the shop, and she has amazingly wonderful, perfect little haberdashery items that are like, if you are an office supply junkie, this is office supply on steroids. Everything is perfect. Everything is
see?
gorgeous. Yeah, I know. I'm blah 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 blah. Right. Okay. So ribbons. Look at this.
oh,
ribbon.
they're
Yeah.
scissors.
They're scissors and buttons. Look at that.
Oh, how cute.
Look at that. This is produced 10 miles from her house. 10 kilometers. Yeah, they're metric. Kilometers.
Everybody's metric is the US.
I know. It's funny though, we still say miles.
I know.
And I have one. That's-
Oh.
Oh, nice.
What are you going to do with these?
Oh, I'll show you something in a minute, but that's a secret. Hand knitted. Okay. Okay. I bought a third ribbon, but I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Then I bought some tags. These are care tags that say a handmade original, and then you can put your writing on the tag, and at the bottom it says treasure it.
Nice.
So you better flip and take care of this thing that I've spent 3 years making for you. You can bet. You can, there's going to be one on Umara. I might put 2 on it. My mom's pretty good though. She'll know how to take. And then there's care instructions on the back.
Nice.
And so you can fill them out. Everything is just lovely cardstock. Okay. I bought a crochet hook, which I left at home. They're Hiya crochet hooks. Yeah, they're really nice.
I like my Hiya.
Do you know how to crochet? No. Not yet. I tried to watch a Craftsy class on Monday. Ooh, there were free classes on Craftsy on Monday.
Yes.
I tried to watch one, and it was really late at night, and I was tired. And I actually did manage to make a chain.
Yeah.
Hey.
I made a chain. But of course I bought a 3mm needle because I want to make things with tiny yarn. And it's not good for a beginner. I learned how to make a chain, but I thought, oh, how am I going to get the hook in there? So I may have to buy a bigger hook to learn on.
I could probably send you home with one.
Okay, cool. So I bought the tags and the ribbon and the book, and I saved this.
What are those?
These are pencils. These are genius pencils, okay? First of all, they say knit it, hook it, craft it.
What?
And these are erasers.
Nice.
But, are you ready? Listen. Oh my gosh. I know. And
I love
you
that.
can keep them in your knitting bag, and you won't get any pencil on your knitting.
Nice.
But I swear to God, worth the price of admission.
I love
Right
that.
there.
I love that.
You know? Of course, the more you do it, very satisfying. Very satisfying. These are beautiful. Really, really. These are made from recycle. Okay, so now I can read you the thing. Right. Where is it? Oh, yeah, here. Okay.
Can I see the pencil?
Yes, you may. Your
Yeah.
pencils are made, look,
Ooh.
even product provenance. Very
Feel
British. Your pencils are made from recycled CD cases in England.
Cool.
The ribbons are manufactured 10 miles from my house. Take 2 is printed on 100% recycled paper in London, and the hook was made in China. Enjoy your crochet.
Nice.
That's so.
Well done, Faye.
Now,
Thank
not
you.
only did I get all of these lovelies that I ordered, but Faye tucked in a little prezzy for the Fiber Friends.
Thank you.
And
Thanks,
Faye, I'm not going to read your letter out loud because this was a private letter for the Fiber Friends.
That was so sweet.
It was so sweet, and we loved it.
Ugh, you're awesome.
We love you, and we're all coming over there to visit you. So
We can.
it was really, really sweet. And she sent us gifts. So we got some tags. Faye, now these are a new product in Faye's shop. These paper products. And they are, again, like office supplies on steroids. They're beautiful. Just beautiful. The quality is stunning. These are tags.
Thanks.
Look at
Look at these
buttons.
lovely ties
so
that come
cute.
with them. Everything is just really nice quality. So they're all different.
Spools.
They're all different.
Look at this. I really like this one. Tape measures. I'm holding it.
All
right?
different. Nice thick cardstock. You can imagine taking a really nice colored Sharpie and writing a nice note on the back.
That's really
Makes a really nice gift tag. And then she sent 3, one for each of us, of these really super cute notepads. Look at the 3 of us. Thank you, Faye.
Thank you so much.
So sweet.
Beautiful.
These
I'm gonna
are
take
Rose
this
Hip Paper and Home, made in Britain.
Love
Just beautiful. And I'm going to tuck this in one of my knitting bags.
Oh,
And look
at
at-
that. It's fancy paper. in
It's
there.
really delicious paper on the inside. It feels good.
Oh, I
It
love
feels
this.
it feels like quality. And her prices are reasonable. Now, for North Americans ordering overseas, make sure you go on and read Faye's policy on shipping because it's really it's very Faye. It's quite funny and very, very honest. She doesn't charge you, she doesn't up her postage fees to factor in other charges. She charges you what it actually costs to ship, which because as she says, she doesn't think you're all idiots, basically. So in the Faye way that she has of saying things, it's very, very nice. Her prices are reasonable. So even though they're in euros, which, you know, the Canadian dollar is in a bit of a tank at the moment, for the products that I bought, I felt like I was receiving quite good value for my money. So, that, lovely. And she sent us each a skein of yarn, a little mini. Uh-oh.
You lose yours already.
You dummy. There it is, right over there.
Adrian's stealing it.
She
Look
sent
at
us
that.
each a Fiber Friend skein of yarn. Now, I have to tell you, when Faye did her review of our Fiber Friend turquoise sock kit, she said she didn't need it. She wanted it because she wanted it. And she wanted to be a Fiber Friend.
You
So,
are.
Faye,
I think you're a fiber
you
friend.
are a Fiber Friend. And thank you so much.
Isn't this gorgeous?
I know.
What did you say that was? Was that Life in the Long Grass?
Yeah, I think you said that was.
And then you and I got Mothie and the Squid.
Mothie
Yeah.
and the Squid. These
This
two
is
are
like
Mothie and the Squid.
Squid.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I know.
and
I've had some minis from there
soft.
before. Lovely,
They
lovely
feel
yarn.
yours?
Yes.
And this is
Oh,
Life
it
in
is
the
nice.
Long Grass.
It's gorgeous. It's
Mhm.
really nice.
And she chose our colors
Oh,
for
For
us.
us.
thank you so much, Faye. This
Yay.
is
It was
such a
so
Thank you.
kind. It was so kind and such a treat.
And you know,
love
I
this.
know exactly what I'm going to do with this.
And how perfect was this card?
I love that card.
Isn't that
So
beautiful?
cute.
Love that.
Faye, you have exquisite taste.
This, Faye, you could now, you might have saved me from on the next podcast. This could be a finished object next time. Thank you, Faye. But
Awesome.
I have a little
Before I
plan
steal
of
it.
Oh,
things
thank
that I want to do, and this would be a perfect way to kick it off.
I love these.
Because I love this. You know what? This little mini skein, this could be a bracelet.
It's all about accessories with
I know.
her.
I know.
I have a thing about jewelry.
Knit it, hook it, craft it. Highly recommend it. Faye, love
Awesome.
you.
Goodbye.
Beautiful.
Okay, so did you answer all the questions?
Oh, that was all the questions. Yeah.
Okay, I have
I think that's all.
I have one more thing that I wanted to talk about today.
Okay.
Yes.
So before we head off into shop update, I want to tell everybody about a knitter who needs our help, and knitters come out in droves when one of our own is in trouble. And there is a Canadian, an expat living in the States whose father is, he has a terminal illness. And her name is Corrine Walcher. And I came across Corrine actually on the Yarn Harlot's blog. The Yarn Harlot, who just recently devastatingly lost her mother. I was reading her post and I noticed at the side that she had a while back updated, she posted something on Twitter, and so I clicked on the link and it took me through to Corrine, who is a designer. She's a pattern designer, and she was asking if people would consider purchasing a pattern because at the moment, because she lives in the States, she, of course, is traveling back and forth from the States to Calgary in Canada to spend time with her father. And so I went on her Ravelry feed, and she has over 100 patterns, and they're really good. She has some amazing sock patterns. I have purchased 2 different sock patterns from Corrine. The first one that I purchased was called the Barrel Riders socks.
Sounds very Calgary Stampede-ish.
Yeah, so let me see if I can bring up the picture here of these.
I'll post it here for us.
There.
Did I tell you I used to barrel race?
No, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Maybe I need these socks.
I think you need these socks because these socks are amazing. So then I was looking through the rest of her list of patterns, and I came across one called Not Just Boring Dad Socks. And then I read the little blurb about the Not Just Boring Dad Socks, and she had designed them for her dad.
Aww.
And I thought, how fitting.
Mm-hmm.
So I purchased the Not Just Boring Dad socks. So I bought both of those patterns from Corinne. Sorry, I believe it's Corinne. And I'm hoping that if you are moved to do so, that you will maybe show a little love her way as well. And it also, I am going to, on the next podcast, I'm going to offer 2 of her patterns. I'm going to gift 2 of her patterns, your choice, whatever you'd like, to a viewer. So, and again, that'll be a Ravelry. A
One
Ravelry.
viewer or 2 viewers?
Two different viewers, because
Awesome.
I'm going
More
to
winners.
share the love. 2 viewers, 2 patterns, your choice. I will gift it to you. But check her out and buy a pattern. Help a knitter. Help a fellow knitter.
Yep.
Awesome.
And also, we'll post her Instagram feed as well, so that you can follow along with her journey, because she could use some love right now. Okay, so good. Buy a pattern.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
I will.
On a happy note,
Yes, on a happy note.
we have a giveaway to give away.
Yay! Giveaway!
So, as a reminder of what it is you're getting,
So, and this was all the hashtags. Fiber Friends make
Fiber
me
Friends
laugh.
make me laugh.
You guys made me laugh.
Yeah, it was good.
The
That was
pictures
great.
and the comments. That was a really
It was
that
fun,
was
wasn't it?
really
Yeah,
fun.
it's fun.
so it's a skein of
Delicious
skein.
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 A,
Of a
because we're
homespun
Canadian.
house.
A. I know.
So a homespun
Terrible.
house from the UK
Oh, that's
in the
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Harry Potter
I just
Club
got a shiver.
Make-A-Wish Harry.
Because I want it.
I know. Me
And
too.
then some stitch stoppers from Signature Needle Arts.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll put my knitting down.
Thank
I'll
you.
Cold.
And we
Amazing.
have a sock soap from Tuft Woolens in Black Orchid.
Ooh. Oh, that's right. This is. Oh, it smells delightful.
And we have a
Oh, yeah,
Happy
that's
Birthday
nice.
Harry stitch marker from Sucre Miniatures.
Oh my gosh.
And our very own Evertotes kicked in
Ta-da!
a beautiful,
That is.
lovely, what, 2 skein, 2.5,
That's
3
2.5. I can stuff 3 into it, but it's squishy.
That
It's
is beautiful.
it's a generous 2 skein.
Yeah.
Nice.
So what a beautiful! I would
That
like
is
to
an
steal it.
amazing.
See now I
Another
want
one
to
in the
win.
shop.
See
I
now
know.
I want to win.
So
But
who?
I pulled a name already.
Do you remember the numbers? How many people?
We had 22.
Nice.
22 people.
Now
made us
listen,
laugh.
over 1,000 people watched this episode, and only 22 people entered.
Awesome odds.
Yeah, very
so
good.
the next time we do a giveaway like this, really, the odds are in your favor.
Yeah. Oh no,
Okay,
what
Hunger
is that?
Games.
What is
It's
that from?
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games.
The Hunger Games.
So the winner is
Dun, 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 dun.
You Made New.
Oh yay!
Oh, that's so
Congratulations!
exciting!
So yeah, her
Whoa.
little thing under her picture, she wrote, "Watching the Fiber Friends podcast. Save this one until tonight after my son went to bed because they make me laugh so much."
That's right.
Aw.
Look at that. Oh,
So
congratulations!
Congratulations! Awesome prize.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Please get a hold of me through Ravelry, Trillicraft, and I will get your address and I'll send it out to you.
Yeah.
Look at this.
ASAP.
Did you realize when you were making this bag that it was going to match the yarn so well?
Well, I have to be honest with you that Kathy made that bag.
Did she? Oh, good
Kathy.
job, Kathy.
Yeah. And
Look at that.
we have a ton of
Fucking
bags
amazing.
at home
Oh.
ready to go for the Kitchener Knitters Fair. And I actually have another one of those. I know I can't. It's like, oh, it's really
It smells
nice.
really
Now let me see if I
nice.
can get all the pieces back in before they disappear. Where did the stitch marker go?
There's another one in the
Oh.
shop.
Here we go.
Stitch marker. So, yeah. And I
So
frankly,
one more in the shop.
I went, yeah, there's another one in the shop. I went through the pile of bags, remembering in my head what the yarn looked like, and I chose the one that I thought would go best with that.
Nice.
skein.
That matches really
Yeah.
nice.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, good memory.
Congratulations.
Yay! Great gift.
Woo.
I'll
Hooray
give you
for
that.
Birthday giveaways.
Congratulations. That's lucky.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Lucky. That's
So I wonder if we'll see. So this will be up before the weekend
Yes.
yes.
because this is Wednesday night.
Yes.
So
And somehow I have a lot to
get
do
this
before.
all done.
I know
Buy
we
some
all
more
have a
yarn.
lot to do.
We're getting
Next
super
Lots of
week.
labeling
excited
to do.
Yeah.
Lots of
about our
labeling.
first show.
Absolutely.
So
come visit us
come visit us.
because
Kitchen
we don't want to be bored sitting there.
Shop updates. Shop updates.
Shop updates.
See, look what I made them do.
I know. Should we start with the big shop update?
Yes.
I think we should.
Let's start with the big shop
Yeah,
update.
We gave a little sneak peek. I gave a little sneak peek already.
You did.
Because she's sneaky like that.
Did anybody notice?
I don't think they noticed.
Oh, they're pretty
That-
quick.
Okay.
There's
I
one
have
viewer
something.
out there in Fredericton who will have guessed.
Hi, Joanna.
Hi, Dave.
And Dave. Poor Dave. We should say hi.
This is
to
a good
Dave.
model.
Yes. Oh,
Yay! We have a new kit coming in.
kit. Fall
Yeah.
kit. Yep.
Yes.
Coming out.
coming.
Careful what you say there.
Oh no! No! Okay, bag. Back to the bag.
Okay.
You didn't. But just be careful.
I hadn't even thought about
I
it.
hadn't thought of that either.
Fall.
Kit.
Oh, jeepers.
I am a lady. There's actually a subversive cross stitch that, anyways, I won't go there. Anyways, yes, so it is Louise's turn for the lovely Fiber Friends kit project extravaganza. I know. I love
You're good at
this.
this.
I love
You're
this.
good at this.
You know,
Okay.
I should stand up on a soapbox and call, right? Okay, so we all chose the fabric together a few months ago. Actually, like pretty much right after we finished
The last one.
the last one, because a lot of time and preparation has to go into each of these kits. So we chose the fabric together. And as you can see, it is a big bag this time. It's a big bag. It's a medium wedge tote with a classic pale lining on the inside, a navy twill fabric on the top. This is a heavier fabric, so there's some weight to the top. It feels good in the hand. A twill tab at the side, and this lovely plaid.
I love that plaid.
at the bottom.
I like plaid.
I like the
Plaid's
plaid.
good.
I think of this as our pumpkin spice kit,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's not pumpkin spice. But it's fall, and I think of pumpkins and oranges and you know
Yeah.
those mums that are that color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the bag.
Where's your part?
All right.
Here's
My
the
part.
next part.
Well, this is your part and
Well,
my part.
Her part and her part are combined at the moment.
They,
Which is how yarn and pattern should be, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
really.
so,
Are you ready for this?
you ready?
Because it's good.
Ooh. So this
Shut
is
the front door.
Autumn
Yeah.
Whirlwind.
Oh, I didn't even know the name.
Yeah.
Autumn Whirlwind.
You know when you get those little flurries
Look at
and all those
that.
leaves kind of lift off the ground? That's what I was
Perfect
thinking of.
name.
It's so pretty. So that's the yarn.
That's the
because
yarn.
Louise has been working on.
I have been
The
working
pattern.
very long and hard.
7 grams a day.
7 grams a day. I think maybe that should be the name of
7 grams a day. Hey, we just named the pattern.
We did. I was
7 grams
thinking
a
of
day.
like Fabulous Friends.
No, I
keeping
think
the
7 grams a day.
7
is
grams
even
a
better.
day might be.
Yeah. And every Fiber Friend viewer will get the inside
They will
joke.
get the inside.
That's
Okay.
right. Then you're all Fiber Friends too. Okay,
So,
are you ready?
want me to show the whole thing?
Yes.
All right.
This is the big reveal. Our viewers get
This is our
first
big
dibs.
reveal.
That's right.
All right.
So this is
So,
one of the prettiest
it's a
stitches
shawl.
I've seen in ages. It's
Shawl
this
pattern.
amazing herringbone stitch. It's so
Louise, you're awesome.
lovely.
Can you see it?
And it works so well with that
Look at that
variegated
stitch
yarn.
pattern. Oh,
It's
my God.
MG. Yeah.
It is.
It's
I
gorgeous.
have to say, I love
Yeah,
this.
it's gorgeous.
And that's
so pretty.
it has an I-cord edge.
And it's so thick and squishy.
It's
we hold it
really.
So this has to be done for Saturday. 7
So she's
grams a
up in the
day.
7
It'll be
grams.
done.
It might
It'll
be
be
10
done.
grams a day.
14 grams a day.
No, I cushioned put in
Oh, you-
a couple days in there. And really, we're knitters. We know.
We know how to pull it out.
Well, and you know that
My
you're
mother-in-law
always.
used to have this terrible expression. I know where you're going with that. She'd say, pull your finger out. And it meant, get a move on.
Yeah.
But it's very rude to say that.
Well,
But it's beautiful.
and I don't
it's
see
lovely.
anything wrong with this maybe being cast off Friday night in Kitchener in our hotel room.
Now, aren't you
And
supposed
a
to
quick
put this
little
in the
blog.
fashion show?
Well, yeah, why? Yeah, it
Yes.
still can.
We need to put it in
And-
the fashion show.
Yes, we can.
And we need to write up a really funny blurb about,
7 grams a day.
yes. So, hey, I've got a job for a viewer. Whoever can be the quickest one to write a really funny review of us that's appropriate for an audience and not rude, but
Not like
funny.
Not. Yeah,
I'll send you something. If you can write a fashion show blurb for us, but you have to be quick. This podcast is coming out on Friday. We need it for Saturday morning.
So yeah, some of the first viewers, if you see it,
If you're one of the first viewers and you want to write something,
Give it a go.
give it a go. Ship it off to Ravelry. I'll send you something.
how about we could send you a copy of the pattern.
We'll send you a copy of the
Hey,
pattern
there we go.
and a bag.
Yeah.
Okay? Bags for everyone. Write us something funny.
Write us something.
Because we don't have time to write anything.
And
help a trio out, would ya?
because I'm not very good. I'm not very good at that blurby stuff.
I am.
I
But I
you
don't.
would be good, but I'm
I
not.
can do it, but I need time.
So
So-
this will be finished, and I'll give it a light little quick block in the hotel room.
Yeah.
Or maybe before.
Okay.
Maybe it'll
In the hotel
dry.
room.
Yeah.
So
Who
here's
are we kidding? It'll be in the hotel room.
here's the dealio with the kit. It is being officially released on Saturday at the fair. However, we thought that since
Our
The-
lovely new fiber friends.
the
Our fiber
majority
friends
of people
we've
who
made.
are at the fair
can
don't
hear
actually
this.
know who we are. We're hoping that they're going to learn who we are and like us. But you guys already watch us and you've been with us for a while. And so we would like to release it to the Fiber Friends viewers first. So this
As a pre-order.
as a pre-order. So this is going to work a little different than the way the other kit worked. We have 30 kits made and ready to go. And we are taking all 30 of those kits to the Kitchener Fair. And that's where we will be selling the physically made kits first. We hope to sell them all. Who knows if we will. Please come buy a kit.
Not subtle.
No. Come see us. We're on the second floor, table D.
Right across from the concession stand.
Yeah, come get a
We
snack,
had a good spot
buy a
after
kit.
kids.
Awesome. So what I'm going to do though is we're going to put the kit up on Etsy. If you would like a kit, we're going to ask that you buy a kit from the Etsy shop if you cannot physically make it to Kitchener and you really, really desperately want a kit. Monday morning, any kit that is not sold is going out the door in order of people who place their orders. When we run out of physical kits, I have more fabric. Adrian's going to dye some more yarn. We're going to put a limit. We're only going to take orders for what? What do you want to say? 2 weeks?
A week.
You want to give people a week? Can we
A
do
week
2
and a
weeks?
half?
Can we argue about this later?
Yeah, we can argue about this later.
Awesome. When it's gone, we will be taking no more orders. We will not make any more. Done, done, done.
Yeah.
And so we will only make for people who really want it and will prepay. We will make it and then we will ship it out as soon as it's done. So, sounds good. I mean, wildest
there-
dreams, all 30 kits sell. We have to make more. You may have to wait 3 weeks for a kit. But we will do our best to
You
get
have
it
enough
out as fast as
fabric?
we can. I have
Like, do you have to put a limit on your fabric to say you could do an extra 10 or 15 kits?
I can order more fabric. If I run out again of my second batch, I can order more fabric. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay?
So
we're good.
So I hope everybody's excited about this
I'm excited.
because I have to say this. I love this pattern.
It's
I
pretty
love
good.
this pattern.
And when the designer of her pattern says she loves the pattern, you know it's a good one.
I like it. And you know what? Knitting 7 grams a day is no problem at all because I really do like
Totally
it.
doable.
I do like it.
This pattern would make a great Christmas gift.
It would be nice.
It's one skein.
Yep. One skein.
One skein of fingering weight yarn.
Could
in
you
a-
make it
it's
bigger
just-
if you wanted to?
Could you
Oh
keep-
yeah.
'cause
if you had
you
two
keep
skeins.
knitting until you're out of yarn.
Yeah, you just keep going. Just
Nice.
keep going.
Nice.
So it's not going to be super, super big, but it's going to just wrap just nicely around.
I love it.
Good. And I love the bag. Love the bag.
Thank you.
Good
I like
job,
it too.
Adrian.
Good job, Caroline.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Good job, Louise.
So I will, just so you're not surprised when you go on the Etsy shop, the price for this kit is a little bit more than our first kit because the bag is twice the size. That's why. It's all my fault. Blame me.
But look at how big this bag is.
It's a big bag.
I know. I just want to say, and I keep wanting to say how many skeins you could put in there. Like 1, 2, 3. You could you get 4 in there? 4
No.
socks?
You
no?
can.
Just 3?
You can get 4. You can get 4 cakes. You can even get 5 or 6 cakes in, but you wouldn't get a project in. Now this one that I have my Well Mood, actually this one is an inch smaller than the actual bag. This was my sample bag, my test bag.
Okay.
So it's an inch.
Nice.
It's an inch shorter than the actual bag, and I have 3 skeins. Actually, I have all 3 skeins and my project in here.
Nice.
So yeah, I guess.
So
it is
you
a 3
do
skein.
have. So yeah, you got lots of room.
3
Awesome.
skeins.
And do you recommend? Because I know some people. We were talking at Knit Stitch, and they were talking about zippered totes versus the drawstring. And so you recommend with the zipper, they're all made so that they can fold down
Yeah.
to get that zipper out of the way.
When you're working, now the
Nice.
interior that we use is a bat. It's a cotton bat, and so it's really squishy, and it has no memory at all. So your fabric isn't going to,
Oh, good.
stay. With
I wondered about that because I've been.
It.
Yeah. I've been carrying my 7 grams a day.
Yeah.
In my
Yep.
birthday bag, and
Yeah,
and I've
totally
been
fine.
folding it, and
The bat can handle it. It's all
that's-
good.
so that's a good way. So you
Yeah.
get your zipper out of the way
Yeah.
because people
And
were
then you
saying they're
can pull your
catching their
yarn.
yarn,
And
we don't
so
want that.
the only other problem is foreseeable that if you would zip your yarn in it when you're closing it up. So just, pack
Give
it
a
down.
smoosh.
Pack it down.
Give it a smoosh.
Make sure there's nothing in the way when you
Oh.
zip it up. But yeah, drawstrings are great too, and we have those too. Okay.
Wow, that's our big. Yeah, that's our big.
That's our big
I hope
kahuna.
everybody's
Yep.
as excited as we are because we've been
I know.
working on this
For a while now,
a long
yeah.
time.
And as soon as Monday's done, we have to start talking about our next one.
Absolutely. Fun.
Oh, and I should say with your pattern, I've made one. There's going to be one probably. There will be 2 video links in there.
Yes.
For some
that's right.
tutorials.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
that's right.
tutorials
Yeah.
for how to do the stitch and how to cast off.
Nice.
So, because I want you, you probably don't want to know my whole design process, but I wanted it to be simple but fun and learn something new.
Awesome.
So, because you probably won't ever see me just design something plain garter stitch. I like something with a little
There's no plain
Pizzazz.
Jane Louise.
pizzazz. That's it, a good pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
So I want you to be able to learn something too. So now my videos are not as good as like the podcast because I don't edit. So it's like a one shot deal. So you get
what you pay for.
get. So yeah, but I think it should be good.
I hate to hurry us up, but we're over 2 hours. We're almost at 2.5 hours.
gosh.
So,
Okay, bye.
Hurry up.
No.
No, we're not done.
Oh, sorry.
We're
Okay,
not done.
we
okay,
just
quick.
gotta get a little move
Okay.
on.
Okay. Do you want to go next?
Sure.
I'm just gonna sit
So
in it.
I don't have any yarn to show you because everything's going to the Knitters Fair. I'm doing a shop update on Monday the 11th at 10 a.m. For anything that happens to be left over. But I do have an announcement. In the middle of September, pre-orders will go up for a 3-month Cashmere Yarn Club.
What?
Yes.
Did I know about this?
No, I just announced it.
I'm signing up. She's signing up. You got 2 customers
2.
right there.
Look at that.
1. Ha, ha,
We're-
ha.
2.
Ha, ha, ha.
We're
So-
an easy sell.
Right.
Okay.
Hurry up. Okay.
Okay, go.
So yes, so more will be coming out about that later in the month. Probably we'll have another podcast by the time that
Oh,
goes
yeah.
live. So,
Awesome.
but just to give you a heads up, that will be coming.
It is
My
coming.
very first
That's
club.
Exciting.
Yeah.
That is exciting.
Okay.
You're
So you're done?
Yep.
Okay. Mine might take a little longer. Okay. So I also have another bird bag in the shop. We have a couple of these. There is one up on the shop. There's another one of these up in the shop as well. If you adore these bags and you want them,
Go get them.
Grab them quick.
I am taking them to the fair, but I'm going to leave them up on Etsy, and I'll check. If you want it, you can buy it, and then I won't sell it twice, okay? Promise. So that's that. Like Adrian, anything that doesn't sell at the fair, I'm going to put up on in the shop on Monday at some time during the day.
And you guys have both
Hopefully.
been putting pictures of your bags and your yarn on Instagram, right?
Some of
A
them.
little bit.
Some
little hints.
I
here and
showed
there.
some new
Okay.
fabric today that I'm working with that I'm hoping to crank out a few more bags. But I actually have something else that I want to show you that's actually kind of exciting. So, remember that I bought a third ribbon
Uh-huh.
from
Yes.
Faye? Okay, are you ready?
I'm
I
ready.
didn't tell you.
What
girls
is she
about
doing?
She hasn't shown us, so we don't know what she's talking about.
This is so exciting.
You're keeping secrets.
I
from
know.
us.
Okay, hang on, because I have to find it.
She's
Oh, wait,
secret.
wait, big bags.
What?
Big bags.
This
Oh,
I
is a
forgot.
look at this
Big
big
bags.
bag.
Big bags.
I
Big
like big
bags.
bags.
And I do not lie. That's right.
So how many balls does it hold?
Too many to count because I like big balls.
This is. I need one of these bags.
I know.
need
They're
one of these
beautiful.
bags.
Thank you. So, fun lining
Fun
So-
zipper.
and straps, handles, shoulder straps. I had a custom order from a lady who wanted a really, really, really big bag, and I was happy to oblige. I even put a little ring on this side.
Nice.
So Kathy and I put our heads together and we came up with a bag for Liz. And thanks to Liz, we made her bag and we said, oh, we like that. So we had to make some for ourselves. So I made this one for myself. I'm not selling this one. This one's for me, all me. And then Kathy made a
birds on it?
couple. Kathy made a
flowers.
couple. And one of those we'll have for sale at the Kitchener Festival. And if it doesn't sell, I'll pop it up on Etsy. And then Kathy made 2 more.
Nice.
And then when she was
Love
done,
it.
she said, I think we should keep these ones too. And I said, okay. So this again is mine. Now, these are big bags. So they're not going to be, cheap because they take a lot of material, a lot of work, a lot of effort. And so being that that's the case, we think that if you really want one of these bags, you should get what you really want. So we would consider taking custom orders for this size bag. It is, I think it's a 20-inch opening. 20-inch opening. It's massive.
that bag.
It's a sweater or a small lap gown size easily. I could fit Umaro in here. No problem.
I'm just
Okay.
thinking, I want that for my purse.
Yeah,
Because my purse
Yeah.
/ knitting bag is all the same
it's a
thing.
good bag.
So I could put my knitting in there. I could put my wallet,
Yeah.
my phone.
It's beautiful.
My phone
Thank you.
charger.
So the bottom and the handles are made from
It goes-
twill. So they're nice and sturdy.
Nice.
So that actually wasn't what I wanted to show you,
I'm glad you did though.
believe it or not.
I really like this.
Okay, so where did it go? Hang on. This is not good. Oh, here it is. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Because
What
you
is,
guys are gonna.
what is it?
Okay.
It's more exciting than the big bag.
It's so
I
exciting.
can't.
It's
I can't
imagine.
imagine
I
anything
can't
more
imagine.
exciting.
Exciting.
Hey!
Oh my god! Look at that 3D sewing. Look what I did, and this isn't even the best part. Don't touch. Don't touch. Are you ready?
No.
Look.
How cute is that?
Look at that. I know, right?
That's cool.
Okay, so about this. This is called a sweet pea pod. And it was designed by Joan Hawley from Lazy Girl Designs. And on Monday, in all the craftsy hoopla extravaganza, there was a whole day of free classes. And so I was browsing around and then I saw Joan Hawley's class. It's Hawley, was listed as, and it's called the one zip project method or something like that. One Zip Wonder. So you can see, anyways, I'm not going to say too much about the construction because it's her pattern. But I watched the class and I'm telling you that either yesterday or today, all the classes went on sale. I bought the class. Even though I'd watched the whole class, I bought the class. And then, so I used some of Faye's ribbon. And it's a perfect little notions tote. You see that?
That's so
It
cute.
is. It's amazing. Now, Joan's patterns are copyright. You are not allowed to sell projects that you made using her design, and I think that that's fair because
Mhm.
this is it's quite a unique construction, and it's quite a unique thing that she teaches in her class, and that's her livelihood, is teaching and also selling her patterns. So she wants you to buy the pattern and learn how to make it yourself. But I wondered, it's such a perfect little thing. Could I offer it as a free gift? But it's a little cheeky to just do that when it's not my design. So I actually emailed her today. And she has given me permission to make these and offer them as a gift with purchase. So I am going to be making a bunch of these, and I haven't decided exactly. It's probably going to be, you know, buy 2 or 3 bags and get a sweet pea pod. But I also thought, if you buy a kit and you buy an extra bag off of the shop, I have some extra plaid fabric. I'll make you a matching sweet pea to go with your kit.
Oh.
Okay. And I'm not sure if I don't think I have enough of this ribbon. I might not even be able to put any coordinating thing on the outside. I'm not sure yet, but you'll have a sweet pea pouch. And I tell you, this is, because I tested it out, you can fit some candy in there. It doesn't have to be for stitch markers and scissors and boring things like that. Stick some chocolates in there. Some, you know, those really nice lint ones with the foil wraps. Hide them away. Stick them in your knitting bag. This is your treat pouch. This is not your notions pouch. This is your knitting survival pouch. So, anyways, that's my little surprise.
You know what I'm just saying? Would little bottles of essential oils?
Yeah.
Because I carry
Now
those
you can
around
see
in
it.
my bag. Thank you. This would, I could put my essential oils in here.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that cool?
That's so cute.
That is amazing.
Yeah. It was fun.
That is so.
The first one I made was a little sweary. The
Look
second
at
one
that.
was way smoother.
Like,
Very
the
cute.
construction and the shape of that is.
So fun.
Yeah.
That is really. They got a really close up look, didn't they?
Yeah.
That is. That is so cute.
So also, you know, I have a few ladies who have bought a few bags. And I suspect if they buy another, I'll probably tuck one of those in as well. They're fun to make, and I think they make a really great little extra. So thank you again to Joan for allowing me to offer that as an incentive
That is
and giving
wonderful.
me permission to do that. I really appreciate
Very
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I also really highly recommend her class. If you like the look of this project, her Craftsy class is excellent. She's a very good teacher. I've watched a lot of Craftsy classes, and her method is clear. Her voice is easy to understand. Great class. So, worth the money. And if you hop on quick, it's still half price. Really, really good value. So, there you go.
Wonderful.
That, I think, is it. And I'm very sorry because it's 2.5 hours. No one is still watching us. No one is watching
I know.
us.
We'll say goodbye anyway. Happy knitting.
Happy
We'll
knitting.
talk to you soon.
Bye. See ya.